You actually dig it. You're like, oh shit, yeah, we're gonna play some Call of Duty today. What's going on, everybody? Hey, there you are. Hey, what's happening? How's everybody doing? Chapo, what's up? Butter, Bruce Dog, what's going on, guys? Oh my god, it's early for me. You guys gotta understand, I don't go to sleep till like somewhere between 3 and 4 a.m. pretty much every day. So waking up at 8:30 a.m. for me it's a lot. I'll be honest with you. Got my coffee. Okay, look. So the beta starts tomorrow, obviously. We're going to get to all this stuff. What's coming up next? The beta starts tomorrow if you have digitally pre-ordered the game on PlayStation, okay? I showed you how to pre-download it in a video yesterday. If you haven't seen that yet, it's the last video on my channel. Just go and check that and find out how to download it. They actually make it oddly difficult to find every year, and I just don't understand. And let's close that down. So, like I do every year, I play the beta with you guys on stream. This first weekend, it's PlayStation exclusive. So, obviously, I'll be playing on the PlayStation with you guys. Again, have to be subscribed, have to be in the chat while I'm streaming, have to hang out and be cool. That's pretty much it. The following weekend is the Xbox. Well, it's PlayStation again, but for our purposes here, I'll be playing with subscribers on Xbox starting next week, okay? That's starting on the 22nd. The 22nd and the 23rd are for people that pre-ordered, again, digitally on their Xbox. 24th, 25th, 26th, open beta completely for everyone, okay? If you have not pre-ordered the game and you want to play on PlayStation on stream, the 18th, 19th, and 20th is the open beta for PlayStation players, okay? And as far as I know, PlayStation players can play on the 22nd and 23rd as well during the Xbox/PC beta. That's the early access stuff for Xbox and PC, but I think PlayStation people can play that as well. As the open beta, you don't have to have pre-ordered, okay? So, everybody will have a chance to play this. Even if you have not pre-ordered the game, you're just obviously not going to get as long of a time to play as the people that did pre-order. You're going to miss out on a couple of days, but so what? Nate, what's going on, man? So, what we're going to see today is some multiplayer reveal gameplay. We're going to see some Warzone 2 gameplay. And we're going to see some DMZ gameplay, I hope, at least. I haven't heard too much about DMZ. DMZ stuff has kind of fallen by the wayside. Oh, and by the way, so speaking of all that stuff, hit subscribe, okay? So you can actually play on stream with us. I've done it, like I said, I've done it the last few years. It's gone very well. It's always been fun. And how much I play depends on how many of you show up and are playing with me. That's entirely how the whole thing works. Is there Warzone 2 gameplay? Yes, there is. So, yeah, we're going to see the new map. We're going to see a little bit of gameplay from it. I think they invited like 100, 150, I think 100 various streamers and YouTubers and whatnot, and Call of Duty pros, a couple of Call of Duty pros. I think there's only one or two. To the event. So I believe this first part of what we're going to see here is going to take about an hour. And then at the hour mark, it's going to flip over and we're going to start seeing some of these streamers actually playing the game. I think it's like a massive like kind of LAN event, like in some big hangar down at Infinity Ward. So we're going to see some actual gameplay of, I believe, Warzone 2. Don't hold me to that. It could be just Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer gameplay that we're seeing. But that's what I've heard. So we will see. We're definitely going to get some information and a little bit of a look at Warzone 2, what's coming. And then again, for me, I'm kind of hoping we get some DMZ info. That's kind of gone quiet though lately. I have a question for you guys. And I'm really not trying to just stir up some shit. Again, the beta was able on PlayStation. You were able to download it yesterday. Pre-download it. Somebody had posted, and I was looking for it, and I really wanted to bring it up to you guys, and I couldn't find it because I think I found it on Reddit, and I don't know if it got deleted or whatnot. Somebody If you remember, if you've seen any of the footage for the stuff that's come out for, the Call of Duty themselves have put out like on Twitter or on Instagram and whatever about actual gameplay from the multiplayer of Modern Warfare 2, it looks exactly like Modern Warfare 2019. And for people that go, well, it's the sequel, no shit. Black Ops 2 didn't look like Black Ops 1. Black Ops 3 definitely didn't look like Black Ops 2. Black Ops 4, even with the same characters, didn't look or play like Black Ops 3. So I guess I'm the idiot. I don't know. But somebody, as they were downloading the beta yesterday, actually on their screen, which is good with FOV slider. Yeah, by the way, console FOV sliders apparently has been found in the files. So great news for all of us. Because I've been trying to play. I played a little bit of Modern Warfare 2019 yesterday just to kind of get ready for the beta. Dude, I have to sit back here now, and it makes me dizzy to see it. It's way too close. It's way too close. What's up, SM Blog? So, it looks like the exact same. Shouldn't be this the exact same. Well, here's the thing. That was my fear when somebody announced the sequel. Okay. This is the thing. When somebody was downloading the Modern Warfare 2 beta yesterday, on their screen it popped up Modern Warfare 2019. So are we basically is Activision passing off DLC on us as a new game? I mean, I don't know. Did they just rename the weapons a little bit? Did they just kind of change a few things and it's really legit just DLC for Modern Warfare 2019? I don't know. If you have a keyboard, plug that baby in your PS5 and you can glitch into the Modern Warfare 2 settings in the menu. I saw that 2019, which is weird. You did see it too. Okay. God, I hope not. I mean, I do too, but I'm really, really, really worried about that. And by the way, once this stream starts up and you can see there's the countdown in the bottom left, we got 550 left to go. You guys got to let me know how the volume is compared to me, and can you hear me while they're talking, and can you hear them while I'm talking? You got to let me know the balance on that, because I can't hear. All I'm hearing is them, and I can hear myself talking, which is fine. But for you guys, it's going to come out a little bit different. So you got to let me know what the levels are. I think I'm going to have to probably start it down about there, and then you guys will let me know, and then I can turn up the volume, I can turn it down, I can do whatever you want. But you got to let me know once it actually starts. So, Butter, what's up, man? Welcome back. I have a feeling the beta will be available today after the event. It's possible. I wouldn't actually count on that, though, but it's possible. I think they want to let some hype build, show the gameplay off that they have for the people that are there that they invited to the event, and then give them a chance to get back and actually start doing that stuff. But you could be right, Chapo. I don't know. I would like that because it'd give me a chance to play it a little bit today and kind of, get a little bit familiar with it and kind of just mess around. And then we can see, I can try to plug in. I don't know about, it would make things a little bit weird probably for the stream to switch over to my PS5 from, I'm PC streaming now, to switch over to my PS5 to start streaming on that in the same thing might make things a little bit, it might get a little goofy, but who knows? So yeah, I'm genuinely worried that this is legit now. Modern Warfare 2 is basically Modern Warfare 2019 beta. I mean DLC. And two, I didn't really like Modern Warfare 2019. I mean, I liked the gunplay of it, which was great. I liked the weapons that they had. I liked the gunplay. I'm not crazy about slide canceling. I wish that would just go away. That's the biggest thing, honestly. With when we move to Xbox, I'll play better because I have paddles, and on my PS5 controller, I just don't. I just have the regular DualSense controller. And I'm constantly trying to jump by whapping the back of my controller with my finger, like to jump, and it's like, oh, there's nothing there. I heard we fight Mexican cartels. Maybe El Chapo. Yeah, it could be Chapo. Slide canceling needs to be canceled. Yeah, I kind of wish it would be too. I mean, dude, you burn through controllers. I mean, controllers now, if you're buying an advanced controller, meaning, the Xbox Elite controller, the PlayStation one that's coming out, it's called the Edge or something like that. I mean, I will be the first person that like pre-orders that and waiting for that to come in the mail. Whether you've got a scuff, whatever. You're talking about $200 controllers after taxes and all that kind of stuff. So and you're, slight. I mean, I play tactical as well, so I'm clicking the hell out of my right stick. You just burn through. It sucks. Yeah, one thing what ruined Modern Warfare 2019 for me is the shotguns, claymores, doors, and second story windows that overlooked everything. So you basically couldn't move without somebody staring at you and just camping a window, or you had somebody just camped behind a door in a closed room, 2 claymores down, the 7.25 shotgun just pointed right at the door. And they've got scavenger on, of course, because as soon as you walk through that door, whether you ran in, the claymores would get you, or if you just open the door, boom, the guy just with the 7.25, the greatest shotgun that there's ever been. What's up, Bruce Dog? Just one-shotted you every time. And then person would get up, run over your body, collect the stuff with scavenger, go back in, close the door, put 2 more claymores down, and just camp the door again. Probably have a riot shield on their back as well. It's just ridiculous. The 2v2 gunfight was the highlight of Modern Warfare 2019 for me. That stuff gets so boring for me real quick. Even with... remember last year, Vanguard did the alpha, which was gunfight. And, I used to get real excited for the new Call of Duty every year. I got to be honest, man. After the last couple of years, my enthusiasm is going down a bit. It just... anyway, with the Vanguard... I mean, Vanguard's Vanguard, right? We know how not good Vanguard was. But the gunfight stuff for me is just like, okay, it's fine, whatever. Let's just, get it over with and move on to the real maps. That's just it for me. Everybody likes what they like. It just wasn't a big thing for me, so... we got less than a minute now until this is supposed to start up. So, again, we got multiplayer gameplay coming. We have Warzone 2 gameplay coming, or at least a lot of info, and hopefully some DMZ info coming. I'm sure we will get information. It's just, again, it's kind of dropped by the wayside lately as far as the chatter goes, and it was something that they've been pushing really hard leading up to this. So, I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means anything. I'm just hoping personally that we get some information on that, because it could be a cool thing that we do here on stream. Let's go. And you guys got to let me know, again, volume-wise, how do we sound? I know it's just a little bit of background music. Electro, what's going on, man? Are we going to get gameplay? Yes, we are. We are, Butter. So, again, you guys let me know if you can hear this background music that they're playing right now. And if you can hear me over it and all that kind of stuff. So let's check in with what we got here. You can't hear the background music at all? Well, I should be louder, but... Oh, so they're not starting for another half hour. Oh, jeez. Okay. They started the stream to tell you that we have a half hour before we start the stream. So, we got plenty of time to chat here now. So let's just keep chatting about it. I almost started the stream even earlier than I did. Now I'm glad that I didn't, because we'd all be sitting here like, oh, for the love of God, can we just go? Oh, excuse me. I didn't think they were going to do this. All right, I'm going to turn that down a little bit now. You should turn down the background music so we can hear you better, since we're just chatting. Well, that's what I'm asking. You guys got to tell me, like, because all I hear is what's actually playing from their YouTube channel. Okay, if I turn it down here, then I'm hearing it differently. But in order to get the full sound quality, I need that to be up all the way and change it on my streaming software. And all I'm hearing is myself through my mic and my headphones as well. So, so you guys got to let me know what you're hearing, and then I can adjust it from there. but I've turned it down a little bit for now, just for now. I'll be watching with you, Sweeters. I'll be back in 30. No problem, Electra. No, turn the background more. I don't know what that means. Turn the background more. Turn it which way? Bruce, have you heard anything new on the... No, with Blundell leaving Deviation. No. And the thing with him is he's not on any social media at all. And like, unless he was doing an interview like back in the Black Ops 3, somewhat in the Black Ops 4 days, when he would, you know, have like a YouTuber would come and do an interview with him or something like that. He's completely, like, I don't know if he's social media shy, just likes to go full dark on the media and all that stuff. Like, I don't know, but
I'm ready for some Warzone 2. I'm like the biggest Warzone player. That's my main thing. So I'm just super hyped to just hop on and see the new map. Yeah, seriously.
It is going to be so exciting. Obviously, being able to get
okay,
on the
we're just jumping in now, I guess.
How you feel about it? What are you
I don't know.
expecting from this new Warzone?
It's just a little ramp up to
now,
the actual event here, what they're
some of the
looking forward to, what's coming.
I'm definitely wanting to see like new movement, maybe, because, you know, slide canceling like the biggest thing in Warzone. So maybe like a new thing that bridges the skill gap and adds like a new level to like grind it out, you know? Yeah.
I love that. So do I.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no slide canceling would be
Have
awesome.
the best time. Enjoy
There's
yourself.
Jess with her fist bumps, always. Okay, I guess we're going to get little inserts like that as we're going through this. So we still have no clue why he left? No, I mean, as far as I know, I keep looking. I've heard, I mean, other than, you know, I put out that video that day, and then I had been streaming, and then as soon as I got off stream, I just checked my Twitter to just see what's going on. Like, did I miss any news? What's coming out? Do I need to check anything? And the last thing I was expecting was to get some news that Jason Blundell left Deviation Games. It was the studio that he co-founded. Not that he just was the co-head of, but he co-founded. Like, look, I have an idea for a studio. Hey, do you want to do this with me, with his partner, Dave Anthony, who also used to work at Treyarch? And they were like, yep, we have the same vision, we have the same ideas, we want to go do this thing. I have an itch right in the back. Oh my god. So he didn't have the constraints.
Here today. I am looking forward to seeing some incredible Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer gameplay. I'm looking forward to seeing something that's familiar but new and challenging.
Yeah, a little bit of throwback, right? Are you excited to kind of replay an old classic in a new iteration?
Modern Warfare 2 is my absolute favorite COD of all time. 2009, that was my very first Call of Duty that I ever owned. I am so ready to experience just that nostalgia again.
Well, you're not going to get any nostalgia. It's going to be different. It's going to be Modern Warfare 2. Unless you have nostalgia for Modern Warfare 2019. We're not doing that here, Chapo. None of that. Butter, sorry, I updated my phone and it keeps autocorrect and everything. It's fine, man. Excuse me. Yeah, so it's just so weird that he's out. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, there had to be some kind of personal falling out. I mean, well, there doesn't have to be. I don't want to spread rumors of any kind, because I have no idea. And again, after that first day that I saw that, I was like, what the hell? And I made a video, and then, like, then I go to my YouTube and I see, like, oh, like 20 other people have made basically the same video. It doesn't make any sense to me that, like, again, it was, hey, you and I sit down, like me and you, right? We're sitting down, we're talking, we're having a drink, we're out at dinner or whatever. And it's like, hey, you know, this is what I think, you know, for a video game that I want to create and, you know, make. This is what I would love to see. And you're like, yeah, that's exactly what I want to do as well. And then you start talking, and like, okay, let's do that. Let's start this thing. And they got really good people. I mean, half of Treyarch, not really half, but like a lot of people from Treyarch were a part of that studio that they, you know, handpicked to go over there. It's people that they worked with, that the both of them worked with for years. And then, I mean, you guys remember when Infinity Ward kind of split, and then they a bunch of those people left, and they went and made Titanfall, and like how half the studio went over to Titanfall. It's basically the same idea with what happened at Treyarch, and then the people going over Deviation. And it wasn't just like, you know, kind of rank and file people, and I don't mean that as a slight at all. You know, there's like some big names in there though too, and they made the announcement, what, like a little over a year ago? Was it last summer that they made their announcement? And I think they had been like a studio technically for like a year before that. And as far as I was aware, they had the idea was for the game to come out like pretty much next summer time. So they're about a year out from the new, like their game their vision actually coming to fruition. And then I just don't get it. It's baffling. It really is baffling. I mean, I don't know. How crazy would it be if they announced that Blundell is getting rehired for Zombies? I mean,
Listen, we got Courage, huge creator, but we also have 3 incredible pro players, ex-pro player, but amazing creator as well coming out through here. Modern Warfare 2, this is huge for you guys and for the rest of your career, of course. So going into your new season, what do you want out of this big game? Because this is massive for you guys.
I'm a simple guy when it comes to Call of Duty. I just want to see the best COD of all time being played. And I personally think that MW2 will be the best COD of all time.
Oh, yeah, it will. You know what?
I think it will be.
It will be. You know what?
It will be.
some serious kissing ass going on there.
So he was saying earlier he wants like nice and fast-paced. I'm looking for the opposite. I want a nice, slow-paced game.
I
can
do
sit
too,
a
to
little
be honest
further
with
back,
you.
Watch over my teammates. I'm 25 and I'm proud of it. And
I would love to see
I
the
think
game
it's
slow
gonna be the perfect
down a
mix of
bit.
both. Some good maps, some good fun. I get to.
I
be
mean, I
with
put
him
a
for
poll
the
out on
year.
my
I get to
community
hopefully
page.
beat his team.
It was
Lost
quite a
by
while
one
ago
round
now.
recently at the big one. So hopefully.
Talking about how
hopefully a good year
fast the game has gotten. And I asked you guys, like, do you want something more like World War II, like the actual game World War II that came out in 2017 or something like that?
Between fast and slow, I just want to see some creativity in the map. So
Rather than like the constant slide canceling, you know, the constant like, you know, like what the hell, you know, you get dizzy. Do you guys watch competitive at all? Like, if you watch Vanguard this year, you got dizzy watching, especially the submachine gun players. Watching them play, it's literally like, Jesus Christ, I'm getting vertigo here. Like, calm down. And I would love to see it go back to like World War II level, speed-wise. Doesn't have to be the, you know, I'm not saying that exact game, but like the speed of that, I personally would like that. I think it's just too nuts. I love that she just passed up Courage with the mic. Deviation has great staff, a Sony deal, and a lot of hype. Jason leaving just makes no sense. Hope we find out what happened at some point, or Jason goes back. I mean, the whole thing is like all of us Zombies fanboys, right? We're like, oh my god, maybe he's going back to Treyarch to finish what he started. Like, he could have done that in his new studio. I mean, it's possible. There's nothing that's impossible about any of this stuff. Like, it could happen. He could be going back. Do not count on that at all. I think that most of us are just thinking like, oh, that's the dream, right? But again, as I said in that video that I made, there is no reason, like, Call of Duty does not own zombies by any stretch of the imagination. So he could make a zombies game if he wanted to over there. And again, it's not that, like, we know him best for doing zombies at Treyarch, obviously. You know, Origin's Mob of the Dead from BO2, and then Black Ops 3 is like when he was in full charge, it was like, it's the best zombies ever. People weren't so crazy about what they did in BO4. I thought the Chaos crew was good. I thought, as far as BO4 goes, the Chaos stuff is better than any of the Ether stuff, my personal opinion. I'll take any of the 4 maps from Chaos over any of the 3. I mean, we're not classified, like, whatever, it doesn't count. But any of those 3 maps from the Ether crew, I'd definitely take Chaos over that. And they were good. I don't know what it is. People just, they can't wait to just either say it's the best thing ever or it's the worst thing ever. And now, in fairness too, like when BO4 came out, the blue screens were really driving morale down. And I get that. So I guess I can't go too hard on the people that were complaining nonstop about it, because it was frustrating, right? You're playing sometimes 3-4 hours to get set up. Even, you know, when these maps were new, remember, BO4 had like the most steps ever for zombies maps. Like just the sheer number of things that you had to do to get set up to do the Easter egg was kind of crazy. So when you're trying to get that stuff done for the first time, especially, it would take you 2.5 to 3 hours. It's like playing Origins on BO2. Like, it takes you a while just to get set up to do it. And then right before you go into the boss fight, or when you do go into the boss fight, the game blue screens on you. Like, I'm not doing that again, man. It's just too much. So, you know, I get that. By the way, you see that down on the bottom there, the Call of Duty Warzone mobile. You can scan that. You can check that out. It's on Google Play Store apparently right now. It's Verdansk, and you can play on your mobile device. I don't do any mobile gaming whatsoever, so I'm not going to be making videos on it. I might let you guys know what's going on with it, but you won't see any gameplay of it on my channel. That's why I turn off motion blur. As far as the movement and stuff goes, Chapo, I mean, I do too, but they're still moving, so like whipping around like this, slide canceling, so and just it's a lot, man. It's a friggin' lot. And I had when I played Modern Warfare 2019 a couple days ago. Again, kind of, you know, getting a little bit of practice in, and I was like, this looks terrible. Like it's genuinely making my head hurt, and I'm dizzy. And for whatever reason, with some of the updates or whatever, it reset my settings. So I had to go back in and turn off motion blur and weapon motion blur and all that stuff. I was like, okay, it's a little bit better now, but still had that zoomed in 80 degree, 80 FOV. It was like, I have to sit back here. It's not cool. But again, supposedly I'm sure we'll get news about this. On console, there is an FOV slider for Modern Warfare 2. Supposedly. We'll see it here in 15 minutes and 58 seconds. The SMG play is worse than ever in Warzone right now. The PPSH. I haven't even touched Warzone or paid attention to it for a long time. I know I played Caldera. No, I didn't ever play Caldera. No, that's not true. I played like 2 games about a month ago. And that's it. And I played Fortune's Keep. Is that what it's called, right? Their version of the Alcatraz map. Again, I played it one day for a very, very short amount of time, and I don't know. It didn't look like fun to me. I liked Verdansk. I thought that was actually a pretty good map overall. There were things that they could have improved, sure, but overall, I kind of like that. But again, solo player, and it's really not. People camping in bushes are just. It's the bane of my existence. Trust me when I say I had a lot of blue screens, but still the best we've ever had. Most maps on launch as well.
I think, honestly, being able to see a lot of people who played online together, finally in the same area, after everything that's gone on and being able to get back together, like, that's going to be a really fun time for people to be able to, like,
Squid
see each
Dew.
other
I've heard of that
across the
name.
way.
I don't know.
Now there's a lot happening. There's a
these
lot being
people are, though.
revealed. You guys are getting that inside scoop on it, but we've got Warzone 2.0, we've got multiplayer, so much going on. What is your game? What is your game on COD? You know, what are you looking forward to?
Warzone.
So I'm a huge multiplayer search and destroy fan. So a little bit different than most people here. They play mainly Warzone. Not that great at Warzone, but search and destroy, quick skipping, that's my thing.
Okay, we love to hear that. And what about you?
Also, search and destroy. That's how we met.
Wow,
so
hardcore.
Yeah, search and destroy all day.
I mean, just Call of Duty is now basically Warzone. I mean, you know, and they put out the small maps and they put out the 24-hour playlists, basically so everybody can go in, rank up their weapons for Warzone, and then go play Warzone, which is kind of unfortunate. I would kind of like to see well, whatever. I just enjoy, like, playing multiplayer, and it's just like you can hop on, you got 10 minutes, you know, a map is going to take you 8 to 10 minutes to play. You have that, all of that, and then it's okay, that's over, and let's reset and do it again. You know, like, I don't know, I enjoy that. Again, we got to see, though, like, could you imagine, honestly, like, if, you know, the PC people are going to be diving through the files, right, and checking things out? if that screen that we saw yesterday, again, I think I found it on Reddit, and I was really trying to look for it last night, and I couldn't find it because I started like, I might need to make a video about this. If it really is basically, I mean, not basically, if it really is literally Modern Warfare 2019 that just got an update, and they're selling us a brand new game for $70 or $100 depending on which version you bought, but a minimum of $70. And you know they spend almost all of their time with Warzone and not multiplayer. Like, are they basically selling us a $170 to $100 version of DLC for Modern Warfare 2019? And they just renamed the weapons? It is possible. I'd be pretty pissed off. I would be too, Butter. I'd be really pissed off, I gotta be honest. And that's why I was thinking about, initially when I saw it, I was like, well, it could just be, you know, they put certain things under certain, you know, like when you're a programmer and you're a dev and you're doing all this stuff, you just kind of package things to make it easier for you to do the download. I was like, it could just be a little glitch of a thing. I was like, wait a minute. But that doesn't make sense. So, like, it would have to be the exact same engine, which we pretty much know it is, right? We haven't heard anything about any changes. I mean, there's going to be updates and things will get tweaked. I mean, that happens throughout the year anytime there's a new game. So things are going to be tweaked and kind of, you know, moved around and massaged and manipulated a little bit. But it really, I mean, we'll see. We'll see here in a minute, and then we'll really know tomorrow when we're actually playing the beta for those of us that, you know, pre-order, as you can see, by the way, on screen right now. For those of us that have pre-ordered, and I will be streaming tomorrow with you guys. For if there are any PlayStation people here that have pre-ordered and that are planning on showing up tomorrow to the stream, goes live 10 a.m. Pacific from what we know so far. The beta goes live 10 a.m. Pacific. Butter's on PC? Okay. You'll be watching tomorrow? Yeah. But not playing, though, Butter. And Nate on Xbox. Nate, you're playing next week, though, right? Bruce, have you been using your PS5 much yet? I mean, what you guys saw on stream for The Last of Us.
Of course, here for Modern Warfare 2.
This is Modern Warzone.
Different things that you're going to be able to test out here today. What are you looking forward to the most?
I'm most looking forward to find out more information about Warzone 2 and the future of the franchise. I think that Warzone has really helped adapt to a casual audience, whereas the CDL has been growing the more competitive side of things. And I just want them to see them, you know, be able to refine it, come in with Ricochet this time, not have any of the issues we did with Verdansk, and really be able to, you know, just hit the ground running this time.
As we look ahead to Warzone 2, do you have any favorite memories on Warzone?
On Warzone 1, oh yeah, I have some great ones. The end of Verdansk was probably one of my favorite things. I did my first subathon. It was 7 days straight, and we covered the whole thing, from the Easter eggs and all the things that told us what was going to happen to seeing the nuke actually explode.
That event was pretty fun, by the way.
Modern Warzone, but I had been saying since Verdansk came out that it was going to be blown up by a nuke. So to see it happen was just euphoric for me.
Nice. Well, I can't wait to see if your predictions come true for this next game as well.
Thank you so much.
Fist bump, Jess. And then on the PS5, so after I played that, I've been playing a little bit of, I played like, when I say a little bit, by the way, like as far as I'm like practicing for tomorrow on Modern Warfare 2019, I played like 5 games. So I played like 3 TDMs, and I put in like Hardpoint, Dom, and TDM because I figured those are the best lobbies, the easiest lobbies to get. And I played like 5 of them, but that's pretty much it. I just don't like, again, I'm so used to having the paddles now, and I just don't have it on my PlayStation controller yet. It hasn't come out yet. Supposedly this holiday season, so whether that's November or December, who knows. I will have it like pre-ordered to get it as soon as I can, but we'll see. But so I haven't been playing it a ton because you know, as far as what I have on zombies on the PlayStation is just BO4 right now, and I just haven't been into BO4 lately. As far as, you know, what I'm playing, so. So Nate, you will be here playing on stream. Okay, great. Eric, what's going on, man? Your beta download video had like 1 or 2K views in a matter of hours. That was nice to see. No, it did not. It still has only like 500. The video I did about... by the way, can everybody drop a like if you haven't yet?
Obviously, new iteration of the game. We're expecting so many different.
The video I did about the Discord being available for everybody on Xbox now.
I'm looking forward to the Call of Duty polished feel you expect, especially from Infinity Ward. I think
That's
my
over
favorite
2K
part of
views.
Modern Warfare 2019 was just how smooth everything felt. I love the field upgrades. I'm wondering if they potentially added any more. And at the end of the day, they've already teased earlier today the brand new Gunsmith 2.0. I want to see.
By the way, do you guys get excited about the Gunsmith stuff? To me, it's a complete nothing.
All the Call of Duty League pros that are here,
It's not a knock on how they did it either. I just don't care. Like, it's not a big deal to me. It's like, it's just kind of a nothing to me. It's like, oh, whatever. Yeah, sure. Okay, fine. But the video I did on the Discord being available on Xbox did very well. And this is why you shouldn't make videos like. And by the way, this is what we're doing right now, this live stream, is when I first wake up in the morning. Because I'm going through the whole video. I'm telling you guys how to download it, what you need to do, leaving the links in the description and in the chat, you know, all that kind of stuff. And it's like, you know, if you're on Xbox, why would you want to have to use your phone to, you know, connect to other people and then get your chat through your headphones anyway? Just use Xbox Party Chat. I played Halo last night with a friend of mine through Xbox Party Chat. It's fine. We're all friends on there and whatever. And I never, like, the idea of, oh yeah, crossplay for so many games now never entered my mind at the time. Again, it's too early in the morning for me when I wake up literally and there's something news that's broken. I'm like, I gotta make a video about it right now. Let me hop on. So, I mean, I put it all, it's all over the comments, and I, you know, like, I think I pinned it to the top comment as well, and, you know, kind of letting people know, oh yeah, this is the real reason for it, like, for crossplay. If you're on Xbox, you're playing with your friend on PlayStation or PC or whatever, obviously, it's very good for that. That makes complete sense.
Really good, man. I mean, MW2, the name itself has so much hype around it, and it's just so exciting to play a game. Infinity Ward is my favorite company to make the game, so I'm super excited.
Amazing stuff. So, gents, how are you guys feeling? We've got Warzone 2.0.
Our first event here, so I mean, we're really excited to be here.
I'll pass the mic around.
Okay.
Anything you'd like to add? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm super excited. This is the first like Call of Duty event.
Who are we talking to? Who are we talking to? Don't talk to two people at the same time.
I don't know what to expect, but I'm just ready to play. You know what I mean?
Oh, maybe I got the back. No, it's fine, Eric.
Modern Warfare 2 that anyone wants to share?
It just surprised me because, like, my most viewed video that I have on my channel is from Cold War. It's for the Xbox beta, but it was surprising me how few views it got, to be honest with you. And it's not easy to find on how to actually download the damn beta. Like, they don't make it. I mean, it's why I make the videos about it. Is they don't make it easy to find. It's definitely not intuitive. So
I'll tell you what, though.
I don't know. Did you see the new Xbox remote? Looks pretty good. No, I haven't.
Well, I do know we're going to have a
what's up, Electro?
coming in. So what do you expect out of a good campaign?
I'm not a gun guy, but I'm hyped. What is it even? Like, you mean the Gunsmith? You just go in there and put different attachments. You can do, like, you know, paint job and all that kind of stuff on there. Like,
I always love like the sniper.
it doesn't. It's such a nothing to me. Like,
I'll tell you what.
I don't know. People get excited about it.
Get on the sticks.
Again, to me, it's complete nothing. Like, I just put on my attachments. I don't need to go and, like, do the. I don't like having 70 different attachments. I do like that what they did this year, by the way. This is big, and I'm sure they're going to talk about this. And before this starts, I want to refill my coffee. So basically what happens now, as far as there was a quick video about it yesterday, and I retweeted it. I didn't make a video about it. I just retweeted their video that they put out. Is that, like, let's say you have the first gun you unlock is the M4 assault rifle, okay? So everything that you unlock for that weapon is now unlocked for all assault rifles. So, like, level 1 you get the M4, right? But not you have to wait till level 5 till you get the AK. So let's say you get to level 30 on your M4 before that, before you get to actual level 5 in your character, when you unlock the AK, you have all of the attachments available for the AK that you already unlocked with the M4. So that would be awesome. So you don't have to restart every weapon from scratch. That's huge. But the actual putting paint jobs and doing all that kind of stuff on the gun, like, I just don't care about that. So, yeah, that's what I do. I use the PC, Xbox party chat. Yeah, right. Well, it's a little bit different, but...
All right, well, we get to see multiplayer and Warzone 2.0.
Aiden?
What are you expecting?
I bought some Mountain Dew for today. These girls are terrible at this.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see the map.
It's just a different menu to put on attachments.
Like,
yeah, pretty much. I mean,
and I liked in Verdansk how it was like a lot.
I
of
like
buildings,
Jess.
So I'm hoping to see a lot of like buildings.
All right, I'm gonna refill my coffee. I'll be right back.
Close range player. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
And by the way, if there's anybody here that has not, you pre-ordered the game digitally on your PlayStation, you can pre-download the beta right now. It's the latest video I put up on my channel, so you can go check that out. If it's not easy to find, so that's why I make those kinds of videos. But definitely go check that out, and so you're ready for tomorrow. And Chapo thinks they're gonna just go ahead and open the beta up after this. It's possible. I don't know. So if you want to be ready, be ready. By the way, how is the volume on when they're doing these interviews for you guys? Can you hear them just fine? Is that okay? Like, does everything sound good there? Let me know about that, please. What do you think the mastery camo is going to be? To be honest, that's what I'm most excited about it. Or how do you think it'll look? I'm excited for those two. I'm waiting till tomorrow to pre-order. Good. Yep, everything sounds good. Okay, good. Because okay, that's fine. So long as it sounds good, I don't care. Less than a minute now. What'll it look like? I have no idea. I don't even remember what the mastery camo looked like in Modern Warfare 2019. I really don't remember. I go for the, the zombie stuff. Like, and I did I did my Dark Matter BO3 video a couple of months ago, whenever that was. Dude, you have no idea how happy I was about that. That was awesome. I don't know. I'm picturing something green though, because I mean, this game, green is the theme, right? So it's definitely going to be green. It'll be a reactive camo. Maybe green and gold. I don't know. The best mastery they did was Cold War Dark Matter. It did look good.
All of us. Let's go get him.
Yeah, I do know who she is, Electro. I've never actually watched her, but all the chatter that's going on online about it, yeah, I know.
They are your brothers now. Yes, sir.
And don't forget, if you pre-order the game, you get to play the campaign a week early. All right, here we go. That's the exact light I have.
Hello, everyone.
Well, not the exact one, but very similar.
To Call of Duty Next.
It's on, guys. Let's go.
I am Johanna Ferris, the General Manager of Call of Duty, and I am thrilled to help kick off a truly significant moment, not only for the highly anticipated upcoming release of Modern Warfare 2, but a very significant moment for the future of the entire Call of Duty franchise. You see, over the last several years, we've experienced explosive and dynamic growth, and we've learned a ton along the way. And those learnings have fueled our ambition to deliver a wholly new, elevated player experience, One focused, of course, on delivering more fun and innovation, but also state-of-the-art tech advancements built to support a more connected Call of Duty community than ever before. So just know that what we shared today across Modern Warfare 2, our brand new Warzone 2.0 experience coming later this fall, and our designs to bring Warzone to mobile for players on the go are all certainly big news, but it's just the first chapter of a very bold, long-term vision that we carry to take Call of Duty to even higher heights in the years to come. Ultimately, though, we know that you, our players and fans around the world, will be the judge of all that. And it's why we are thrilled to be doing this on the eve of our Modern Warfare 2 beta, and to be here live in person with more than 200 of the biggest streamers and creators in all of gaming.
200, okay.
They will finally get their hands on the true star of the show, the gameplay itself. So let's get right into it. It is my esteemed pleasure to introduce, alongside me, Patrick Kelly, co-studio head of Infinity Ward and the executive creative director of Call of Duty. Pat, welcome.
Thank you, Johanna. It's so exciting to be here with all of you. It's been such a journey to get to this place. You know, on the franchise, I always get asked by people, or regularly get asked by people, what are the areas you focused on improving, or what are the areas you innovated on? We worked on improving and innovating on every area of the game. It always comes back to gameplay. Gameplay is king. But I could go on and on.
There's Tim.
Things like third person. Things like where we've innovated in the space of Battle Royale. We've got an all-new mode.
He is
in
full
DMZ
tatted,
that has
man.
large
Oh my
player
God.
counts, along with massive player counts of AI. And it goes on and on and on. We've got mobile connected with progression and everything else across all of the games. And it just goes on and on. But you know what? It all comes back to one thing. It comes back to fun. Everything we do is in the service of fun. Whether you're a hardcore player or a casual player, whether you are somebody who likes to play with your friends or you like to play alone, wherever you play it, be it on console or PC or mobile, however you play, whether you're a camper or a slayer, we've tried to think about fun for you. And hopefully today you're
No
gonna
fun
see
for
that,
campers.
And
They have Modern Warfare 2019 for that.
fun is what you come away with.
Absolutely. You know, fun is definitely what we're going to be heavily focused on. And I'm particularly excited about some of the social features that are coming as part of this launch. Things like proximity chat and new gulag twists. There's definitely going to be instances where players will interact not only with their own squads, but may even have to work together with other players in unexpected and pretty fresh
super
ways.
cool.
We've already seen some hilarious interactions, in fact, during play sessions.
Campers should have their health start draining
evolve
the longer
over
they stay
time.
camped.
Now, Pat,
I
what
think
can you tell us about weapons?
It's like being in the gas
wow.
in Warzone.
So we've completely innovated in the area of connecting you, the player,
This is a
to
little
your
cringe.
instance in the game, making you feel more in the game. And I guess you can think about it as starting out with the camera. The camera represents your eyes, right? So
Supposedly a
connecting the camera to
third-person
your
mode here
body,
coming.
We've done that with some inverse kinematics and
I don't
some
know why you'd
physics
want to,
and other
but-
things like that. We've connected then the body to the hands on the gun. Again, with some sophisticated inverse
Well, that makes
kinematics.
sense.
We've connected the gun with the actual bullets coming out of it. So now, wherever
They're
that
just not
gun
used
is
to being on
pointed,
camera,
however
guys.
it's
I think
pointed,
that's all
the
it
bullets are
is.
coming out of it exactly from the barrel. There's no disconnect there. And that's before I even get into what we've done with the new gunsmithing and how you build your weapons and the platforms, etc. But look, you're going to play it, and I hope you'll love it like we do.
All right, well, we've taken up enough time, but before they kick us off the stage, can we tell them about raids?
Yes, thank you. So with the beginning of Modern Warfare 2, and then shortly after that, Warzone 2.0, and then very shortly after that, for the first time ever, we're going to release a raid in Call of Duty. It's a very different kind of gameplay. It's very intense. We think it's very fun. And we're super excited about it. And by the way, there's one other thing I want to talk about for all of you hardcore players out there. I heard so many of you talk about what play challenges can you give us beyond just winning, which, anyway, I won't go off on that. But we've got a whole series of quests and gameplay challenges that occur when you actually win in Warzone or you hit different milestones that you'll have an opportunity to do. And believe me when I say everyone in the match will know when you're on them and if you prevail at them. So look forward to that.
Big things ahead. And now, before we kick it over to Miles and team to carry the day, we are extremely excited to give you the world premiere of the Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer trailer. Thanks again and enjoy the show.
Okay, here's the trailer.
We got intel reports of Hassan and the cartel forming terrorist cells all over the globe.
We got recon drones.
We've never seen activity on this scale before.
They have an army. But we have each other.
The world is a vampire.
I mean, I love Smashing Pumpkins, but one, where's the picture here? That's not me, guys. That's them, the black screen. You can see the Call of Duty. There it goes.
Locate the prisoners and move them to extraction.
I don't know why this song. I mean, I love Smashing Pumpkins.
You're gonna be okay.
Hostage secure.
That's a good thing maybe for campers, that little trip mine that he threw at the ceiling to get guys above you, but that's going to be abused so badly. Piccadilly? An AC-130, maybe? Gunship? I don't know.
Get ready, team. We have never seen a war zone like this. The world is a vampire. They're behind us.
I mean, it looks much brighter than Vanguard, right? Which is I think one of the reasons why Vanguard sucks. So this could be like one of the 40v40 type maps. This is the Gunsmith. Again, to me it's an absolute nothing, but people get excited about it.
I'm on my way.
It's a lady ghost.
Pre-order now and get early access to the
they added
open
special
beta.
effects like BO4. I don't know. They're just replaying it. They're just replaying it now. Damn, they can make a trailer. Third person? Yeah, I'm not down with that me either, but I guess for people that dig that kind of thing.
We've never seen that.
I think they're just replaying it because there was that black screen that we had that started right there the last time, so now we're actually seeing it.
We have each other.
The world is a
Okay.
vampire.
We got swimming. We've got executions. That's a hot swap right there.
Locate the prisoners and move them to extraction.
Juggernauts. I think we saw everything from here on. Heartbeat sensor, we're used to that. That's what I was talking about. The thing that he threw at the ceiling, the trip mine type thing, but it went through. So, if you got a camper, like a guy with a 7.25 shotgun that's constantly, you know, a couple of claymores and just sitting there in a room upstairs, you could throw one of those at the roof, the ceiling of the, you know, and it'll kill him above it, which could be good, but again, that's going to be abused like crazy. I would prefer if they just made it less camper friendly.
Get ready, team. We have never seen a war zone like this.
Warzone.
The world is a vampire.
They're behind us. Drop stick out. Enemy healer.
Do you like the music, Electro? I mean, I love Smashing Pumpkins. I just don't know why for, like... I mean, in fairness, there is no new rock music, so I guess it makes sense if you wanted some kind of, you know, something with real guitars. The other trailers as well, yeah.
I'm on my way.
Pre-order now and get early access to the open beta.
And there we go, Call of Duty fans. The trailer's so nice.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to play the beta as soon as it goes live tomorrow morning, you have to pre-order. So either that or you can wait till Sunday, and then it's the open beta.
Frankly, how can you not be? My name is Miles Ross, and I am so excited to truly be here with a few of the members of the Infinity Ward team who are bringing Modern Warfare 2 to life. Guys, we have 200 of our friends behind us who are going to be playing and streaming shortly, but before that, we also have Stephanie Snowden, Director of Communications for Infinity Ward, as well as Joe Seeker over the on there, Jeff Smith, Multiplayer Design Directors here at Infinity Ward. Guys, first off, how are things evolving from Modern Warfare 2019? I mean, let's start high level, because there's a lot to get through today, guys. You saw that trailer. Let's go with the philosophy, Steph. Let's stay high level. What went into the creation of the game?
You said it precisely. There is so much. This game has just so much content. It's got something for everyone, and it's really been the result of 3 years of hard work at IW and our partners across all of the Activision studios. And so much of that work started with you guys at home, the community, the fans, our creators here, and that conversation and feedback from 2019 is really been a core piece of what Modern Warfare 2 is. And it's a dialogue that we hope to, you know, continue, especially here today. Well, we've got so much in store with this MP experience, and people like Jeff and Joe here, who I am honored to work with, and their experience on this franchise, we're in good hands.
Indeed. Okay, so Jeff, well, I don't know where to start anymore. Let's set up what Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer is all about, and let's stay high level for now, because there's a lot of details, friends, juicy details.
Sure. I mean, you know, when you come into making a sequel, it can be kind of tricky. You know, what do you keep from the previous game? What do you get rid of? And where can you add new things in and not mess up this kind of nicely balanced ecosystem that we had? And so we came up with a few methods, one of them being player behaviors. And I say behaviors and not play styles. I think a lot of people will say play styles, but that can kind of change during a match. But behaviors are more ingrained in how players play. And we just put them into 3 big groups. We call them rushers, which are just aggressive players. They just want to find the action and go. And then we have sentinels, and these are defensive players. They want to just kind of hold down a building, maybe keep a little overwatch. And then we have stalkers, which are reactive, and they kind of hang back and try to read the field and read where spawns are. And really, we just kind of use these as filters to keep us honest with the content that we're making. So they're making enough toys and equipment for players to be successful playing.
One of those categories should have been dirty, filthy campers.
What are some of the new features coming
but
up?
It wasn't.
Some of the new stuff that you're most excited to talk about?
Oh boy, there are a ton of new features to dive into with this game, but we really pushed forward even the most fundamental aspects of what makes a Call of Duty game with Modern Warfare 2, and it's been really amazing for me to come on board this past year and see these innovations coming to life, to hear Jeff jump into, you know, breaking down the 1v1. And personally for me, water. Our water, I've seen the memes, we love water. It's really hard to make in games.
I mean, BO3 did a good job with it.
Some of the things you're able to do with vehicles in the water, I think that level of immersion is really going to speak to fans, and has been something that I've really enjoyed.
My phone is going to explode from notifications right now, by the way.
Steph loves to swim. Joe, can we go into some details about our water-based adventures in MW2?
Yeah, I mean, last game we really wanted to add water, and we knew we didn't have time, right? So in Verdansk, we froze the rivers and we made the outskirts just a kill trigger. In this game, as soon as we started Modern Warfare 2, we leaned into water, both visually, beautiful caustics, there's waves with white caps, but we also, the gameplay side, there's unique ballistics underwater. You only can use certain weapons underwater. Your pistol is your weapon underwater, otherwise you can't use your primary weapons. But it's also a nice cover or evasion mechanic. If you're getting shot at, you can dive into the water, and as you get deeper, it gets murkier. Like the farther you are from something, you can't see it. And so it's been super fun for us to dig into water.
I mean,
and
that sounds
really
pretty
flex
cool.
on what water could be in Call of Duty, and you saw the boats and the mine that floats, and every piece of equipment, has been filtered. Like, how does it work through water? Like, we had to look at everything in the game and say, how does it work in water? What's the best version?
I will say,
slowly submerged.
talking about like they're talking about how cool this stuff is when you do all that. Like,
Oh my God! Well, I cannot wait to.
I'm sure it is for them on a, as far as a creative level, and
guys,
you know,
let's not
building
forget
it and
about the ground
how
and
it reacts in
what
the
else is gonna be
environment.
Coming to the movement system, Joe. What do we got?
Well,
you're getting the difference between, and I don't know, maybe it will be awesome, but
for a
from
military shooter, fluid movement is
from a
super
player's
important to us.
perspective and from
So
a
this game,
developer's
you saw in the
perspective,
trailer,
they're
you can see here on the
completely different
video,
things.
We have a new ledge hang mechanic, and that's essentially a high mantle. But instead of doing a high mantle and throwing yourself up over into combat, you can now peek. If you have a pistol, you can pull that pistol out and use that. We also added a dive. You know, last game we had the slide that kept your gun up, but we really wanted players to have an option where if they're getting shot at, they don't know where they're getting shot at, they can get down, get out of fire. But the other really cool thing is the dive's just high enough to let you get through a window. And so if you throw a grenade up into a building's second story,
So you have
often
sliding
you'll see
and
players,
dolphin
you know,
diving.
like rats leaving a ship, diving out through the windows.
Are
And,
noob tubes
it's
back?
just another,
I hope
it's
not,
another
man.
option for players in combat.
Yeah, and all of these dynamic movements mean you can interact.
It
with
certainly won't be on the level of
vehicles
original
specifically in a
Modern
very
Warfare
cool
2,
way.
if there
I'm
is.
going to save some of that gas for when we get to Warzone 2.0, but it's really exciting.
All right, vehicle details to come. But now, guys, let's talk about equipment.
The World War
Obviously,
II dive
Call of
is
Duty,
back.
Crazy Sandbox, a lot of cool toys to play with. Joe, what are some of the new dynamite new items that we're going to be throwing at each other and equipping and using and all sorts in the next game?
I mean, you saw some cool stuff in the trailer. You saw the drill charge. You saw the shock stick. One of the other cool ones you saw is the inflatable decoy. And this is a mine that you can throw out, and it basically sits there. And if a player gets close to it, it auto deploys and basically inflates like a car airbag going off. And it faces the person that triggered it, and so it's a great distraction technique. You can also fire it off with a clacker if you want to control when it goes off. You can throw it in water, and here you just saw the DDoS.
That's pretty funny, to be honest with
this
you.
Game, and the DDoS is our kind of answer of like, hey, I'm going to breach this building. I want to go clean house, but I don't want to deal with all the shit inside. So I'm going to hit the DDoS. Boom! It's going to shut down everything. And I can move in, and clear that room. You saw the heartbeat sensor is back. It's got a new look. But it also has a battery as a balancing mechanic, so you can't use it indefinitely in Warzone.
Oh, that's cool.
I mean, there's
This
so
is the
much
TAC cam too, which you guys just saw, which to me is my personal favorite.
You can put out a lot of
You
them.
can meme
and
people
you
with
can
that? Definitely.
attach them to your teammates.
And it'll happen to me, for sure.
Yeah, kind of like a sticky GoPro, but will actually mark your enemies for your team.
Yeah.
So I expect to see a lot of fun
There's so
moments
many,
with that today.
so many toys and new tools that we just want players to get in and play with. I think there's something like 13 field upgrades, you know, between Warzone and Core MP, and it's pretty awesome.
Oh my God! Until they all get DDoS. All this talk about equipment, it reminds me. I mean, that's one element to look at now, but we've also got Gunsmith, brand new Gunsmith. Guys, what can you tell me about it, and how will it change the way that we level our weapons and manage them? I mean, what's going on there?
Yeah, so the new Gunsmith allows players to build out their weapons more smoothly than ever before. We put out some videos yesterday for the Intel drop. I hope people dig into those if you want a better look at Gunsmith 2.0. But we're really looking at unprecedented opportunities for weapon customization. And the new
How many
weapon
times did we hear that?
platforming will actually allow players to unlock universal attachments through cross progression. So we
This
saw
is
a
what
lot
I
of
was
really
talking
positive
about.
feedback from the community yesterday. This is sort of intended to, decrease the grind. You're no longer unlocking every single attachment for every single weapon. There will be some shared attachments through progression. And I'm really excited to see the streamers and the content creators jump into this today. I know we all love the gun bench from 2019. So
I don't know about you guys. I think there's entirely too many attachments. And
So we've been hearing a little bit
I
about
prefer
weapon
back in like the
platforms
BO3
and
days. You had
This is very, very cool. So
quick draw,
can you dive into
grip,
those details
stock,
there, Joe? I mean, what can we expect?
laser.
Yeah, I can
like
add a little bit of what Stephanie said. We had this
13,
vision last game
15,
with
22
Gunsmith.
different
We were like,
kinds of
okay, what if you could
front
take an
grip.
assault rifle
For me,
and
it's
make
like
it an SMG, and that was our driving kind of like
It's a
motivator
little
for that system.
silly,
And we kind
but-
of hit that. You could take it functionally through attachments, but the weapon name wouldn't change, and we couldn't change the receiver. And really, that's the key thing this game is you can go into Gunsmith, you can set up an AK-47 assault rifle with a thermal optic, with a suppressor, with a grip, And then you can say, you know what, I want to change up the playstyle of this gun. You can swap out the receiver to the AK-74U, make it an SMG, but you can keep that optic, that suppressor, that grip, they all come with. And to what Stephanie said, we have shared attachments within these platforms. We have branching progression. You unlock those guns by playing with other guns. And then we have shared attachments across all guns. And it's all to hit this vision of I'm building up an arsenal of weapons and an arsenal of attachments. I'm sitting down to my gun bench, and I'm going to make the
I really do like that you can unlock attachments for multiple weapons just by advancing
is a gun tree, and each time
one weapon.
You hit a branch, that's a receiver, and they grow
by leveling up one
yeah,
weapon.
and that's, you know, we wanted to ground that in reality. Functionally, a receiver, you know, is based in that changing the weapon type, and I think it provides a really seamless experience for players looking to build out the perfect weapon for a multitude of play styles. So you're going to be able to jump into that platform and customize however you want for, you know, situational combat. And you're actually going to see the FJX Cinder weapon vault in action today, which is the entirely unlocked Platform 1, the M4, the Mic 4. And the weapon vault maintains its aesthetic properties across all corresponding attachments. So we've heard you talk about the Frankenprint. This is our answer. It's an extremely rare. This is a huge, you know, project for our teams to design these, but it is the ultimate weapon blueprint. And even better,
it's
you
just
can
a
unlock
blueprint.
the entire Cinder weapon vault with the vault
Not necessarily, Chapo.
Modern Warfare 2.
It just depends on which attachments you put on to make it either faster or, you know, slower.
Okay, so Gunsmith looks incredible. Okay,
it's been the same for the last few years.
Soon. Our streamers are going to get into this one soon as well. But first, guys, we need to hear about maps and modes. We've got our tools to play with, equipment, weapons, maps and modes, though. Let's get into this one. Let's get into the design team, you know, the philosophy, I suppose, behind building out maps.
Again, I don't get excited about the Gunsmith stuff at all.
Right from the start, we knew we wanted to build another big map. Not only for Battle Royale, but also for this other mode that we've been working on for quite a long time.
I read about that on the internet.
Can you tell us about it, please?
But, you know,
I want to know about DMZ, goddammit.
It's kind of a collection of all these little POIs, these points of interest. And within each of these, we've really fine-tuned that they can play large-scale core modes like Ground War and a bunch of others really well. And so, you know, stepping back from this large map and looking at how much open world sandboxy gameplay that we have, we looked back at our 6v6 maps and really tried to refine and make them a tighter experience to contrast all this big world kind of exploratory gameplay. So the maps for 6v6, in comparison to the last game, they're just a little bit more straightforward, a little bit more refined, and I think fans will really enjoy how
that sounds good to me.
That sounds.
A lot of diversity in those maps as well. A lot of.
I got no problem with 3 lanes. Treyarch 3 lanes. I'm fine with that.
Really clean.
Guys,
so if they
ways I didn't imagine to be moved
went more of that route rather than the 2019 version, I'm perfectly fine with that.
Some of the maps that we are going to be seeing in MW2. Starting with one, we've got a real fun one here, guys. This is one of the aforementioned battle maps. Team, can you give me some details on Sarif Bay?
So Sarif Bay is this little fishing town in the south coast of our big map.
What's up, Harry Scott?
We picked this because it has such a great mix of gameplay. It's right on a harbor, so we get to show off all our boats and our new amphibious
and you get to go swimming.
And, you know, swimming.
That's a bigger fish.
Said. But what you get inside the town is this really intense urban combat with all these tight little alleyways and all this great rooftop combat. And mixed with our ledge hang, you get these really cool parkour combat.
This ledge hang thing,
yeah, I love how you described the.
It could be really cool. I could see it being
specifically as like a separate ecosystem.
Something kind of annoying as hell.
You can go up there,
Shepard fights captain.
Hang out and fight other snipers.
All right, well that looks fantastic, Jeff. Okay, so that's one of our larger maps. What about some of the 6v6 maps? I think we have some footage of one of the new maps that we're going to be seeing today, named Mercado Las Almas. Do you mind giving us some details on this one?
Sure. Mercado is a little street market in a historic section in Mexico. Our story behind this is, you know, the authorities have some intel.
No, Chapo, that's the problem. That's what I didn't like. I like the simple 3-lane type stuff. It's clean. People engage in fights.
This map plays really fast and a lot of action right down that center lane. The Mercado is a very dangerous neck of the woods, so watch out when you're playing in the beta. It plays fast.
Cannot wait, really cannot wait. Looks fantastic, and again, interesting to see you know, how that ties into campaigns and whatnot. All sorts of fun and games ahead of us. Looks amazing. Battle maps.
Oh, so it's a
6v6.
repurposed
All this looks fantastic.
asset.
But let's go back to modes. So we've seen some maps. What about the modes being played on?
So that's going to be in
battle
campaign
maps?
as well.
We
Okay.
will have the return of Ground War, but we've got a new large-scale mode that you've alluded to, right?
DMZ?
Let's talk Invasion.
So Invasion is
No,
it's a big war map. It's like Big War TDM, or we affectionately call it the shipment of Ground War. It's 20v20 players, but there's also 20 AI on each team. AI are coming in fast roping. They're coming in on medium birds. And it's this high action mode. It's super fun, but it's also really chill. The announcer's not barking at
20
you. He's not
AI
saying,
as
like,
well.
Hey, get to B. You know, they're taking C.
People
You
are
can
just
kinda
going to
play it how you
farm
wanna
kills
play it.
off of
You
the
sit up on a
AI.
rooftop and snipe. You can grab
Calling
a shotgun
score
and go
streaks
room clearing. If you
nonstop.
push too far into the enemy's base, AI will come hunt you. But we've also been really conscious of where we put AI in multiplayer. We didn't put AI in kill streaks or anything like that because we don't want AI showing up in search and destroy. We don't want AI in domination. This mode, though, however, was built for AI. And
Okay.
It's a super fun mode.
At least they
Can't
thought
wait
about it.
for
It'd be
people
interesting to
Kind of a
try.
fun aside, you know, we took the name Ground War from a playlist in MW2.
Yes.
And that was just large-scale TDM and DOM. And we kind of did the DOM in the last game, and now we're able to add kind of the sandbox TDM, and so we're kind of
Yeah, I'm going to stream the full campaign. It comes out a week before the game, before the game actually launches.
Okay,
if
so
you
what about the new
pre-order,
6v6
so I'm going to
modes?
stream it
Keep dialing
in its
in
entirety.
Closer and closer. Steph, what have we got?
Yeah, so we also have 2 new 6v6 modes that you're going to be seeing here played today, and they will be in beta in Prisoner Rescue and Knockout.
Prisoner Rescue. Okay, let's go into Prisoner Rescue.
They did that in
first.
Cold War, right?
So Prisoner Rescue is an attack and defend mode. It's a round-based mode. The defenders have 2 prisoners. They're kind of spread out, and they need to keep hold of them. The goal of the attackers is to get to those prisoners, pick them up, and carry them to exfil. When you pick them up,
They did
you
this in
enter what's
Cold
called a
War.
wounded carry, where they're up on your shoulders.
What was this
and
called
can't
in Cold
use your
War, guys?
primary weapons.
This
Instead,
mode.
you have to use a pistol if you brought it, or you're just stuck with fists. But the way that we give the attackers
Like the
an
VIP
advantage once they grab that prisoner is they get a
Exfil or
radar scoop for their
whatever it was
team,
called.
So they can call out
VIP
where the
extraction or
defenders are.
something.
And the objective icon over the prisoner goes away as soon as they scoop them up. So now the defenders have to basically rotate back to the exfil and set up defensive positions. And it's this heart-pounding, adrenaline-pushing like mode once you grab that prisoner and try and get them out.
Yeah, that hero run to the exfil is
Definitely, you know, big S&D energy in this mode, which resonates with me in my time in esports. So this is my personal favorite of the new ones, and also sort of the strategic revives that happen. There is a revive mechanic, and so you are able to
This
pick
is
up your
VIP,
teammates,
right?
and,
From Cold
I've
War.
seen some pretty wild comebacks in our playtest so far.
And you
It was a lot
remember
of fun. We got to play a tiny bit yesterday.
when
It
they
was
did their
amazing.
reveal
Incredibly
for
fun.
Cold
I know the
War, and they
community
had
is going to love diving
the
into
content
it over the
creators
next
there.
week.
They
Okay,
played
I
that
cannot
mode
believe there's
to show it
actually a
off,
lot
and then
more
nobody
content to get
played
to.
it.
There's one more thing I have to bring up. I have the honor
For the
of
regular
officially
year.
announcing that third-person view is finally coming to Modern Warfare
Third-person
2.
view.
What are the details behind this?
Why
one?
do you
We
want
got a little
third-person?
teaser of it, on stage from Patro, but what are the details?
Yeah, you saw a little hint of it in the trailer too. It's been a pet project for us, right? We've always wanted to do third person, and all while we're working on all this other stuff, we've been kind of lifting up and doing third person in each mode. And the cool thing is that it's a modifier on our game, right?
So
We
you
can
could
just turn
toggle it
third
back and
person.
forth.
In the beta, we're playing it in Hardpoint, but we want to try it post-launch in S&D. We want to try it in VR, and we have. You know, camera work, the camera collisions.
get a
will
much
rework,
wider
handles
range
tight
of
spaces.
view.
There's a water camera. There's an interior
Field of
camera.
view
You can feel the
by
weapon
going
shift when
third
you're
person.
firing with it. And
then if you
we
come
put a lot of
back
work
to
into it. We're
first,
excited for people to give it a
kind of
try.
cheating.
Incredible. I can't wait to see what third-person COD feels like in 2022. Sexy skins and everything. This is a lot of information, Steph. Like, there's a ton here.
I tried to warn you. We're delivering a lot of new features for you guys to try out ahead of release. And I said we were going to be bold with this beta, and we are, but there's even more to come at launch. So this is just a taste.
How is this just a taste? How can there be even more?
No
I mean,
DMZ mentioned.
We're not even okay. Okay, so what about this year's third mode?
So I'm happy to say that Special Ops will return as our third mode, and
Okay,
we'll
so
be
it's Spec
focused
Ops.
on two-player missions, asymmetrical in game design. So think one player on air support, one player on the ground, and I think the OG fans will be really excited because we've looked at, you know, some of the iconic Modern Warfare missions like Overwatch, and really tried to implement some of those themes into the design. So we'll be talking more about special ops in the months to come.
Steph, you're saying I should be looking now for a special ops partner.
Sitting right next to you.
Yes, you are indeed. Well, I will
in the months to come, so that's not releasing with the game.
For PlayStation players out there, what's that?
Indeed, we do. Let's roll the clip.
Okay, this is PlayStation exclusive. Dude, what's the gear? Come on. That's just silly shit. Look at this.
Empty-handed, I was born. Empty-handed, I will ascend. Blade or bullet, fist.
Bundles, 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 bundles.
Spear,
buy my bundle.
Or arrow. These are merely tools. I am the one to fear.
Okay, so I got that because I've pre-ordered.
Miles ISO.
Fix your mic.
PlayStation players will receive an exclusive operator, Oni. Oni is a warrior and gun for hire, descended from centuries-old samurai clan and torn between country and family, just like me. This is such an awesome-looking operator, guys. Oni is going to be playable on day one for all who pre-order.
Could they have not at least had something that would be applicable to the setting of the game?
Warzone 2.0, Steph. Badass.
Got an 18th century
awesome. I myself
samurai
am a PlayStation player, and so I will be becoming Oni main day one for this game.
Whatever.
It's been really awesome to see our narrative team.
Third person is going to be way easier. I mean, it's, I don't know if it's easier for shooting, but you're going to be able to see way more. If you're hiding behind something, you go to third person mode and you can see a lot more of like where the enemy is coming at you.
All right, so we keep talking about.
And then you switch right back to first person mode to get the kill.
But we are missing a big one here. We're missing the start of the beta. So for anyone who wants to get an early first-hand look at Modern Warfare 2, and trust me, you definitely want to, it is immediately available around the corner for PlayStation players who pre-order any version. Early access to the open beta starts tomorrow, so make sure you are preloading right now.
Starts tomorrow, so I think we're not getting it early at all.
But
so
friends, it's also definitely worth noting that if you pre-order the Vault edition of Modern Warfare 2, you get to use the red Team 141 Operator Pack and the FJX Cinder Weapon Vault in the beta in addition.
I did not order the $100 version.
All sorts of cool swag. And don't forget that if you digitally pre-order Modern Warfare 2...
By the way, everybody that's here, can you drop a like? I'd greatly appreciate it. Can we just get to 10 likes even? That'd be awesome for me.
I hope you enjoyed that first look at Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer. Don't forget, you're going to get to see it live and in action in a few short minutes with our crazy set of streamers here, 200+.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing some actual gameplay here and see what it looks like, because
we'll be right back to show off the world
little commercial break here. We can kind of regroup.
Don't go anywhere.
Call of Duty next.
I'm still really kind of. I mean, they've changed some stuff again, right? They got that ledge hang thing, and
a proud partner of Call
with
of
the water
Duty
mechanics
and
and all that kind of stuff.
Warfare
They've
2.
added some new weapons. They've added some new
Official
tacticals and all that kind of stuff.
Call of Duty.
But if it,
like
whether or not it actually feels exactly like Modern Warfare 2019 or not, we'll see. I like that they said that they're kind of cleaned up the maps a bit.
Visit
I mean, for me,
today and start
I can't remember many of the names of the maps from Modern Warfare 2019, to be honest, but like, it was just too much stuff, too many rooms, too many little creeping, you know. I'm trying to think of what there was, that big map with the big center building, 2 stories and lots of like individual rooms all over the place, and then you had like the 2 outside lanes that were just pure sniper hell. But no one likes Spec Ops in 2019. Why have it again? I got the $100 vault. I love throwing my money away. My rent can wait. Well, supposedly, well, we'll see. We'll see, right? What they actually did with it. I mean, they've been calling, you know, Spec Ops here, DMZ. It's the same thing. That it's only a 2-player thing is kind of weird. I thought it was going to be a full like team that you would put together, like it could be at least a 4-player kind of a thing. So that's a little bit weird. I don't really understand having like the one in the sky, one on the ground.
I just replayed that recently, and I realized
I don't know. Like if you're the guy in the sky, are you having that much fun compared to the person on the ground? I don't know. I don't know. But they said that's not coming. You know, in the months to come, we'll get more info on that. So that's not going to come till
I was gonna pick code red too.
December, January. I mean, we know that they've let slip out already that Warzone 2 is coming in December or at the very end of November. I can't remember, but it's before the new year. So we didn't think it was going to come out until January because that's when the original Warzone came out. And it slipped out that it was coming, and I think December. So that's Warzone 2. So it probably
beautiful. A lot of fun people out there.
this new Spec Ops won't be
some
until
incredibly well-dressed people out there, and some
until
sweaty t-shirts
January, February. I don't know.
Friends. We promised it was coming up.
They said Warzone 2 later this fall. I mean, it could be November, but I thought it was December. But it's somewhere around there.
In the multiplayer reveal trailer earlier today, and it does look awesome. However, we need some true experts to help out. Back at the desk here, we have got Stephanie Snowden, Joe Seacott is joining us, but of course, welcome Jack O'Hara, game director at Infinity Ward. Joe, how are we feeling? We ready to party here? I mean, this is a lot. We need to know everything. Warzone 2.0. Stephanie, the world cannot wait.
Here's the Warzone stuff.
It feels crazy for me to be up here revealing Warzone 2.0. I ended up at IW as a fan of the game, and so this moment is absolutely bananas for me. But Warzone 2.0 is everything that we loved about the original Warzone, right? Where it's based on the same experience that we all had, that fun, all of those moments, and it's a return to shared tech across the universe for Modern Warfare 2, and that's going to create a really streamlined player experience. And I think the key innovations that we discussed for multiplayer, those all exist across Warzone 2.0 as well. So we're bringing it back. It's all connected. It's the same world, and I think the players are going to love it.
Oh my good God. Real excited about this one. Again, there's a lot in this one. Jack, where do we go from here?
So MW2 and Warzone 2 have been developed side by side since the beginning.
You just put that
since
jingle in my head now, Chapo.
And they're
Thank
part
you.
of the same universe. Like Stephanie said, they share the same mechanics, the same weaponry, and even more than that. But the centerpiece of all this, of course, is the new map that we've been working on since 2020 with teams across the globe. It brings together our philosophies on map design. It brings together new technologies in order to do it, and lots of artwork to make it
Okay,
happen.
we're going to get some DMZ info down there. So is DMZ separate from Spec Ops?
Over the first few years of Warzone, and
I'm
we're really
confused
excited
now.
for them to land in Al Mazrah with their squad. There's a wide variety of points of interest for players to explore in this map, and we're really looking forward to seeing everybody in there.
Oh, here we go. A brand new map to explore and traverse. I cannot wait. Stephanie, let's take a look.
That's right, Miles.
Oh my God, we're on
Welcome
TV. Check it out.
To Al Mazrah. This is our new map for Warzone 2.0.
Al Mazrah. Here we go.
It is a really interesting mix of geography. It is expansive desert settings with a mix of industrial areas, towns, a city, and of course water. It looks way better on this screen than it did on Twitter. But you're gonna find a lot of really cool elevation, rocky peaks, caves.
What's my opinion so far? I mean,
this map is beautiful, and it's actually the biggest BR map that we've ever made, and I am so excited.
Making
for all
it
of our
bigger is
streamers
always
here to
the
jump
thing.
into
Like,
Al Mazrah
bigger
later
is
today.
better.
It's huge. Look
I
at
mean,
the
for your
size of that
girlfriend,
thing.
maybe,
Okay,
but
so that was a big picture, and it's a great
I don't
way
know
to see
about
it from a
for
sort of
this. But
top-down layout. But
what's my opinion
let's
so
take a
far?
better
I don't know.
look at some of these
I
points of
really.
interest.
So when we set out to create these spaces,
I want to wait till I
the
actually
team
start
works to
playing,
make
which
it
is
feel like a real
fortunately
space, right? So
tomorrow
there's
before I start
infrastructure
making
between
any
all the
kind of
different, what we call
statements.
points
But
of interest along the map. And
I don't
to
know.
bring
We'll see. We'll
attention
see.
to
I'm
the
going to give it a
that
genuine
seem pretty
chance, though.
familiar
I'll say
out there
that.
as well.
These
And
buildings
so
look
as
exactly
the team
like
works through these, they're trying to find some variety
the
on
original
each,
Warzone 2.
point of interest to make them something that the players will want to drop in and get the particular
Different locations, of course,
that
but
single point of interest and find the place that they want to drop and where they want to play, whether it be
That's
a high elevation observatory
from
at the
COD
center
4.
of the map,
What's that map
whether it
called?
be the big city that's up the top right.
This is feeling a
and
lot like
whether they want to
PUBG.
explore that, or whether they want to work in some of our POIs where we have water intersecting with geometry here. So we have in this
Terminal?
one.
Terminal?
That looks familiar.
That does seem familiar. And there's a river system that goes through all of this, so you'll be able to catch in a boat and drive between the different POIs.
People are clapping for Terminal. Are you shitting me?
That's my favorite.
Colloquially called Sunken Town.
I mean, I love to swim, so you find me there.
Dude, why can't they just make new
what
shit?
you guys think, Jack
Make
and Joe,
new
on what the
shit.
hot drop will be today, right? We've been talking about this last
Why do you
couple
have to
days. This is our
reuse
first time
everything?
seeing
Make
other people
new
who are not
shit.
us play Warzone 2.0, and so I'm just very curious where you think everyone's gonna immediately drop today.
I think some people are going to drop to Observatory just to go back to home, you know? Go have some fun.
They're coming home.
It's always nice. You're moving through the map and you kind of hit a spot and you're like, wait a
I've been here
I
before.
know what this is. You have all these flashbacks.
Call of Duty, we are nostalgia. That should be their motto now. Like, that's all we do is
Yeah, I'll
nostalgia.
say Corey. I think that's gonna pop off.
I think people will land around the edge so they stay in as long
So there's
as
a
possible in
quarry,
this match.
like there was in
We have
Verdansk?
some news for our edge of the map.
The
player
buildings look
coming
the
up.
same, even though it's in a completely
Guys,
different
well, the map
country.
looks absolutely gorgeous, and I can't wait to watch our streamers here drop
And
it
Terminal's in
an
it.
alpha build later on
There was
today.
the
So
other
moving
that
on to
other
the
COD
gameplay,
4 map
we've got this
where
beautiful
I
space
don't
to
remember
play
what
in.
it's
How
called,
do
but
all of these multiplayer elements we've talked about a little bit earlier, how do they fit into Warzone 2.0?
That's a bummer to me,
All
man.
the stuff we talked about in multiplayer, the stuff you saw in the multiplayer trailer,
Airport.
it's all in
I mean,
Warzone,
all the
right?
same
It's all
locations,
integrated.
basically, but in
So
a
that
different
tactical
country and
camera
city.
works in Warzone. That decoy mine works in Warzone. Like, it's all of it's been built from the ground up for both. The slide, the dive, the water, like.
More swimming.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we saw this already.
This is a great taste of some of the water combat.
I can't wait to go full Captain Miller. You know, Apocalypse Now coming out of the water, knifing people. I mean, this just looks.
Yeah, the rendering team made some work, so you come out, you're looking all wet.
Yeah.
See the caustics on the bottom.
Yep.
I'm not even sure what caustics are.
I
have no idea, but it sounds great and it looks incredible.
Well, so they said, you know, the third mode, and then they said Spec Ops, and now they have a DMZ thing over here. So but originally they had said the new third mode is going to be DMZ. So
all sorts, Jack. What we got?
So we've implemented
I don't
a new
know.
physics and handling model for the vehicles.
I'm looking
So
forward to
some
seeing
vehicles
what they
are
have to
heavier,
say
some will
about
slide
DMZ
more,
because
have more
I'm
traction
confused
or
at the
less
moment.
traction. And as you're driving them around and you're encountering them and other squads are playing with them, you can choose to shoot off the tires to kind of impact their handling. You can have them, they react to explosive differently based on their weight. So if you're in a heavy...
Because the Spec Ops thing that they, you know, laid out did not
bounce a
honestly
little bit,
sound
but
very
not
good.
quite
One
take
person
the
in the
hit
sky,
as a
one on the
small
ground.
sedan.
Like,
you can also choose with your squad
and
to be rolling into
Nate,
a
you're
POI
right.
and
Like
somebody jumps
nobody
out on the
played
roof, somebody leans out
Spec
the
Ops
window,
in
and suddenly you get yourself
2019.
a lot of
I mean, they
firepower
checked it out
driving
because
into
hey,
the
Spec
POI.
Ops is back.
Of course,
But
that vehicle needs to survive for quite some time in the map if you want to keep using it to go from point to
once the
point.
game actually came out,
and
nobody played it.
vehicles
It's kind of
will
like that
run
whole
out of gas,
VIP
or
mode
at
they were
least
talking
most
about
of
for the
them
multiplayer that we're going to
will
see
run
here in
out
a
of
little
gas,
bit.
And then you can bring
Just
them to a
like in
gas station
Cold
to
War,
fill them
they
up.
had that
If your
mode.
tire's been blown up, you can get out and repair it.
They did
or
it
you
in
can
this
bring it to a gas
reveal
station to get
stream with
repaired as well.
streamers, and
of course,
nobody
we've
actually
got,
played
you
that
know,
mode
motor
when the game
vehicles. We've
came
got
out
small
because it
boats.
wasn't
We've got
very
the boat
good.
that Joe mentioned with the turret
With
at
the
the front, turret at the back, so you can have that little moment cruising up the river with your whole squad ready to rumble. So yeah, there is. So
All
much
I
love
want to see
that's
now
going
is the
into these
DMZ
vehicles.
stuff.
The
Like that's
coolest
all I
vehicle.
care
The
about at the
coolest
moment. 'cause
Massive helicopter.
I just want to know what it's
Big
about.
It's a
Big
moving
chopper.
platform with 3 doors, and you can move a whole squad through the map.
What?
Wreak havoc. It is so cool.
Oh my god.
I mean, the fact that you can lean out of the window, you know, grab your teammates, pile in a vehicle, actually, you know, engage in battle from the window, leaning out, shooting,
Unless
combat.
somebody blew off your door.
That won't.
That does complicate things, doesn't it?
PTSD from Joe killing me many times in our playtests.
Well, I hope the gas prices in Almaz are okay. I feel like there's a lot going on in Warzone 2.0, and my head is quite frankly spinning. What other massive changes have we got in store? Because it feels like there's so much that's changed. Is it still a gulag? Do we still have circles? Is it still gas? I know there are guns, but do we shoot them? What's happening?
Well, what do you want to jump into first? Oh, Stephanie, go.
We've made some pretty sweeping changes, I think, to the high-level components of Warzone 2.0 to continue providing players with both a dynamic and rewarding VR experience. But Warzone 2.0, you're going to hear it over and over again today. It's about fun. This is about playing with your friends, having fun, you know, friends new and old. Maybe you're making them in game. And I think one particular feature that I cannot wait to see the streamers engage with will be our prox chat.
Yes.
So it's coming. It will be in Warzone, and there's going to be some amazing clips. But I think Joe
It's
can
built for memes?
tell us a little bit more about
Rather than
moving
gameplay, I
in
guess? I don't know.
Warzone 2.0. I'm listening to that.
The streamers love prox chat.
They're like, yes.
You know, In looting in Warzone 2.0, we still have the humming crates. You know, you can still travel around and listen for those. We still have the loose loot on the ground, but we wanted to add a layer of learnability and logic to our looting, right? So if you're outside, if you're a little kid, you fall down, you hurt your knee, and your mom's gonna go inside, go to the medicine cabinet and get you something a Band-Aid, Neosporin, whatever. So that's our looting. If you need health items, you can hit a bathroom in a building and there'll be a medicine cabinet, you can open it up. If you want to get loadout items, there are these hidden caches throughout in between the POIs that are in ground, and you can memorize where they are because they're always there. So you can kind of start to develop these paths through the map of how you loot. And there's this logic applied to looting. You know, you can find toolboxes that'll have grenades and things in them. And you find these other crates that are kind of like, it's as if the military that occupied this space came through and dropped off military items. Those crates are always there. So you can always have this reliable layer to looting.
Incredible. This sounds really exciting. We go on a road trip through our
will you not be able to carry
a route we plan, hit the gas station.
Medical packs, you have to go to
snacks,
a medicine cabinet in the bathroom
cool.
somewhere?
So what about circle mechanics? I mean, this is obviously a huge component of BR's joke.
Yeah, I mean,
well, that's just where you find them and you can
BRs. It's been really hard to move away from it, so we kind of talked about what could we do to mix things up with the circle. So we've got this new mechanic where the circle can actually split, almost like a cell splits, into 2, 3, or even 4 circles. And then those circles kind of close down. And what it does is it segregates teams, and you have these micro battles in those circles. And at a certain point, you're like, okay, we've cleared out our circle. We think we're good. And then those circles merge. They come back together, and you know you have this.
That'll be interesting. At least, what do you guys think about that?
Like
the multiple
Up
circles.
in buildings, you're like, here we go. It's about to kick off. And as soon as those circles hit, you have that final fight. So it's another kind of like twist in the gameplay that we feel like is a cool world event that would happen. Like, oh,
that's going to be either a make or break mechanic. I think. People are going to hate it or love it, and I mean, we're going to have to see how it plays out and how it actually works in game. But
I'm ready for it. But
that could be interesting.
The Gulag, you know, we've been experimenting with. We've tried some crazy things with the Gulag, but the current version of the Gulag that we have running right now, where we're excited people to play, is you're not in there alone. You actually have this temporary alliance with another opponent in the map, and you have to work together, and if you can defeat the other team, you can get out. And after that, you guys are enemies again.
But
for that moment, it's like, all right, we need each other. Let's do this. You use the proximity chat to talk to each other. And the other thing
this is horrible.
Around with is you may see a little bit of an AI presence in the Gulag. So you have to be on your toes. Like, you're working with an enemy. There might be an AI here.
I hate that. I'll tell you right now. I know I hate that.
Yeah, we're gonna get feedback today too, and like Joe said, we've been through some pretty wild iterations of the Gulag, which I will not reveal here. But
you get partnered up in the Gulag with some other random.
Jack, I have heard of a new concept coming.
So then you have to. What if your random sucks?
That will include AI that may impact how players get their weapons,
and you're against 2 good players, so then you have to beat 2 good players by yourself.
Absolutely. So strongholds are reinforced buildings. That
I hate that. I can tell you right now, I hate that.
Inside Al-Mazrah in BR. And the players can choose whether or not they want to engage with them and assault them to get cool rewards, including free loadout items, which is one of the new ways that we're adding for players to get their hands on that best weaponry. We've worked really hard to bringing AI at scale into Warzone 2, and you're going to encounter them in multiple modes in different ways. In BR specifically, they're in these strongholds, and if you get to a stronghold, you can find the location of a black site, which is going to have even cooler stuff in it, and you can fight your way from one to the next. But in other modes, you're going to find the AI
Fortnite did this, right, with the AI?
Portions of the map, and just kind of protecting different POIs in different ways.
That's Activision, man.
So we've all heard the rumors.
What are other
Warzone
people doing that
2.0
people like?
Going to have
We'll
some
copy
very,
that.
very interesting new modes. Would you care to confirm or deny Stephanie Snowden?
It's finally time. I have read about some new modes on the internet recently, but one of the most exciting things about Warzone 2.0 is confirmation that an all-new sandbox experience is coming.
It's part of
at
Warzone.
launch. I am happy to announce DMZ. Call of Duty's extraction mode will arrive with Warzone 2.0 at launch later this year. I played DMZ for the very first time on my first day at IW, and to this day, playing it nonstop, the possibilities with this game mode blow my mind.
So DMZ. I can also confirm that DMZ is real. But we're not going to go into depth on it today because we do have to keep some stuff in reserve.
Oh, come on.
What I can tell you, though, is we've created a rich sandbox where you can define your own win condition. You infiltrate Al-Mazrah, you accomplish your goals, and then you decide to extract when the time is right. It is played across the whole map.
Like Cold War
and the AI
Zombies?
is occupying large sections of the map, and they are lethal opponents, and they do command your respect. You have to watch out for them. You have to work with your team. They patrol areas, they occupy strongholds, and they'll reinforce based on players' actions.
But it's
And then
PvE?
on top of all this, you can choose which mission you want to accomplish, or you can chase after a variety of activities in the world. And you can play this differently depending on your playstyle. You can go loud, like I always do. You can go quiet, or you can hunt other players or avoid them entirely. Or you could just decide, hey, I'm going to explore the secrets of Al-Mazrah and see what's there.
Loot up, exfil. It's totally up to player choice there, and I'm really excited about the full scale of what we're delivering for this chapter. And we want players to have an amazing experience in Warzone 2.0. We've been listening to the conversations in the community, specifically around small maps, ricochet, anti-cheat, ranked play, and beyond. And
DMZ sounds like it could be
trust me, although we're touching on some of the core updates to the overall Warzone 2.0
Could be
experience
Easter eggs
today, and mostly focusing on BR, there will be more news to share over the coming months. This is only the beginning for Warzone 2.0.
Okay, I need Warzone 2.0 and DMZ in my life ASAP.
I need
Steffi,
DMZ.
when?
I really want to know more
Warzone
about that.
2.0 will be free to play for everyone on November 16th. With the start of Season 1 across Modern Warfare 2. Mark your calendars, that's about 2 weeks.
I'm literally marking my calendar.
After Modern Warfare 2 launches, and we had 125 million players in the original Warzone, and I cannot wait to see all
So that's
of you
the
and
date
hopefully more
when
of you in
Warzone
Al-Mazrah
comes
for
out
this
and DMZ is coming out with Warzone
And you will have a chance
2.0
to
or
see
2 or
a
whatever you
Warzone
call it.
2 Battle Royale Alpha playtest happening right here behind us very, very soon.
Yeah, the
I'm going to jump into
hot to trot
DMZ
there
before
and go.
I
We will
get
see
into
all of you
Warzone.
in
I'll tell you that right
Al-Mazrah
now.
on the 16th, but don't go anywhere just yet. Stick around, because when we come back, you'll see just what Warzone looks like when it's built up from the ground for mobile. You're not going to want to miss this, I promise.
I don't
Then
give a
after
fuck
that,
about
we
mobile.
have live gameplay.
All right, I'm
coming
going to
out
refill
from
my
all of
coffee.
our
You guys let me know what you're
friends
thinking so
each and
far.
every Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer. We've got Warzone 2.0, Battle Royale, we got Warzone Mobile. It's all happening here, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go too far.
Call of Duty next. Brought to you by the GMC Hummer EV pickup, the world's first all-electric super truck. Intel, built for the next generation of gaming. Squad up sooner with Xfinity rewards. Get early access to Modern Warfare 2's open beta. Jack Links, squad up with Sasquatch. Jack Links is good with it. Eureka Ergonomic, leading designer in gaming furniture and proud partner of Modern Warfare 2.
Do any of you guys, yeah, I hate the new gulag. Damn, partner up in the gulag, that sucks. That sounds, honestly, that sounds genuinely terrible to me. Like, genuinely, I would bet you money that they get rid of that real quick, because people are going to be pissed. You just get partnered up with some random from the game. Hey, it's Dan. And then, again, what if they're terrible, and then you get put up against 2 good players? So now you've got to take out 2 good players by yourself because you're a terrible partner. Or what if your partner, and let's face it, this happens, just gets all pissed off and just like, and they're throwing their controller down. They don't even, know what the hell's going on. And again, you're going 1v2. Like, that's the thing, is like, you don't need to just change shit just to change it. It doesn't make any sense to me. If something works, use it. If something doesn't work, change it. Fix it. Do something different. I get that. Change for the sake of change? I don't know. Do any of you guys have a Steam Deck, by the way? I don't play any mobile games.
What a jam-packed day we've had here so far. We got Warzone 2.0 and Modern Warfare 2 already good to go. But finally, we're hitting something new here.
Snazzy
Coming
beret.
into mobile, we got Warzone Mobile 2 here for you. It's me, Beef Mommy, and I couldn't be more excited to be
Beef
here
Mommy?
with none other than Chris Plummer. And Chris, what do you have for us today?
What an
That's
awesome
right.
name.
Today we are proud to introduce Call of Duty Warzone Mobile.
Christopher Plummer?
This is the real thing, and it's on your
He looks
phone.
great for a dead
For
guy.
the first time ever, you can drop into Call of Duty Warzone from wherever life
Beef
takes
Mommy.
you. Let me quickly point out the gameplay you're seeing today, it's still alpha, so it's only going to get better. And for Warzone fans, you will recognize this drop sequence right away.
I mean, honestly, it just gives me so much
Do you
nostalgia,
guys
but
play
wait a minute,
mobile at
Chris.
all? I
Is that
literally don't.
the
I
legendary
never do.
Verdansk?
I kind of
You know,
want a
this
Steam
is
Deck.
where
They're really
Warzone
expensive though.
gameplay was born, and we're bringing the legendary Verdansk map to mobile for the very first time.
But you can do
From its hallmark vistas
custom zombies on the
and
Steam
these
Deck.
dense
No, you don't have
urban
one. Yeah.
areas. They're just so much fun to play.
I think
in.
they're constantly
Wide
sold
open
out. It's kind of like
fields,
trying to get a
great for battle.
PS5.
And intimate, close
Constantly sold
quarters
out.
combat environments. There's so much variety in Verdansk. It's famous for good reason. Teaming with fan favorite locations like Boneyard.
I mean, it'd be cool,
And
I guess, if you're,
Superstore.
you know, well, I was gonna say if you're on a
TV
plane,
station.
right?
Well, I'm getting classic Call of
You're
Duty
forced to
Warzone
sit in
flashbacks
one
here.
spot
Can you
for
tell
hours,
us more about the gameplay? Or,
but
you know what, maybe
you're not
just
gonna be
give me
online
your
on a
phone real
plane.
quick. Maybe I can see for myself. No?
At least not good online.
The team
so.
has a passion
No
for
Steam Deck.
delivering
I have a
the
Switch.
most authentic Call of Duty
The new,
experience possible for mobile devices. From the way you aim and move to the weapon handling and the control responsiveness.
Zelda game coming
all
out,
these
right?
critical little details combined to make Call of Duty Warzone mobile feel best in
What's her
class.
name?
We've made sure that the
Beef
physics,
Mommy. She
the
likes the
feedback,
beef.
the sights and sounds.
She's
all those
you know,
essential little
a
touches
steak
are
fan.
smooth
I
and
think she loves
accurate.
steak.
It's about creating an experience that's so true to form.
Perhaps
you
roast
can
beef.
imagine feeling that dirt compressing under the soles of your boots with every move. Or imagine those tiny shockwaves of
I love
recoil
roast beef,
moving
by
through
the
your
way.
entire body with
A
every
nice
shot.
roast beef sandwich
In
sub.
Warzone,
Oh
these are the kind
my
of
god!
details that we care about.
Some
that make the
provolone
combat
on it.
feel
Oh.
airtight and authentic.
That makes me really
Oh,
emotional,
my
Chris.
goodness.
And you know, it sounds like everyone's paying attention to detail, and it's finally paying off. Now, when I think of
Sorry,
Call of Duty
my
Warzone,
my phone
I
is
think about
literally
strategy.
exploding here.
Absolutely. There's a lot more going on than pure gunplay. For example, when you're out there exploring a map and evading the gas circle collapse, you can try to sneak up on another player and pull off a finishing move. It's like ultimate bragging
It's
rights.
all well.
And if you're
You
feeling
guys
more
know it's just
strategic,
all the
you and
same.
your squad, they can complete
It's all the stuff we've
contracts,
been
use that
watching and
cash
all the same.
and buy stations. There's a ton of
Multiple
variety
accounts
there,
tweeting out the
including
exact same
lots of different
things.
abilities like bringing back a fallen squad mate. Now, that contract economy, it adds a ton of depth and strategy through risk and reward.
I really
kind of
like that
beef?
you brought that up because if you're talking about risk and reward, I think about the kill streaks. I think about the gulag. Are they going to be there too?
Yes, everything you come to expect from Warzone, it's going to be there, especially kill streaks. This means you can deploy your big stick of choice like, you know, a precision airstrike. You might be able to wipe out an
I
entire
mean, people are
squad.
talking about beef sticks,
So
and
not
they're
so
here
fortunate
with
for
Beef
them,
Mommy, and
but they're not necessarily down for the count either.
I don't
because
know
we
what's
have
going on
the
here. This
gulag.
is not
So
PG-13
your players can
anymore, I
fight
don't
for a
think.
second chance. So when you go down, you get to fight one-on-one with another down player. And you can
So
earn your way
basically,
back into
Warzone
battle.
Mobile is
This
Verdansk.
is how Warzone Mobile
That's it.
plays out on a truly massive scale.
Heading off, catch
unlike
you on Modern
anything
Warfare
we've
live
ever
stream
played
tomorrow.
on
All right,
mobile
Bruce, have a
before.
great day, man.
For this reason,
Warzone
we're
Mobile,
pushing way past the
nothing but
envelope
bots.
on high player counts. to make
Zelda's
sure
my
each
favorite. Been
match
waiting
is
so long.
jam-packed
There's the
with
new
our
game
signature
coming though,
style
right?
of
They just
combat.
announced it.
So we are
it-
supporting up to
I noticed it,
120
but I didn't pay too much
live
attention because
players
I
in
don't
a
have
single match.
a Switch.
Wait, hold on. Did you just say 120 players? Or do you mean bots? Because it seems like in Battle Royale games on mobile, they're usually loaded up with boring bots.
Well, we believe it's critically important and a lot more fun to play with real, live, human opponents. And that's our focus. So for anyone who's tired of playing with nothing but bots, we hear you. We're talking up to 120 real players ready to hunt you down with real human skill and real human emotions. That is Call of Duty Warzone Mobile.
Well, they're
And
gonna
we
hunt
hear
me
you
with
in the
human
crowd.
emotions.
Everyone's excited, and absolutely it is
Sounds like my last
huge.
girlfriend.
And I don't think there's a game on mobile that can top that, in terms of real player count, of course. But how are you able to even pull that off?
We can support real
I love these
player counts
setups.
at
It's so
dramatically higher
natural.
scale than we've ever seen in other battle royale games on mobile, because Warzone Mobile is running on advanced, unified Call of Duty
Yeah, I'm
technology.
super excited for the new
This is the
Zelda.
same
Can someone
shared
buy
tech
me a
behind the
Switch?
console and PC
What
versions of
was
Warzone
it called?
2.0. It gives us a ton of advantages, like these incredibly high player counts, authentic Call of Duty combat and gameplay systems, and it opens the door to a much more connected experience across all platforms.
So when you say more connected, does that mean that Warzone Mobile
Skyward
will share
Sword.
content and features
Is that
will
the-
be in the
yeah, I
console
think
and
that's
PC
it.
version of Warzone 2.0?
Exactly. Delivering a deeply connected experience, it's been a strategic pillar from the beginning of development. Now, we know that your
Rated
time is
E for
precious,
everyone.
and your investment in playing is now recognized across Modern Warfare
Yeah.
2, Warzone 2.0.
I was actually just
and
watching
Warzone
over
Mobile. So wherever you're playing Call of
I don't
Duty,
know, a few days ago.
it is time well spent.
I was watching
including on
some
mobile.
original
Even your
Zelda
friends
game
list and
speed
chat are
runs,
shared
like the
across
world records and
platforms,
stuff. Like,
so you can
wow.
stay in touch with your friends, whether
That's
they're
so
playing on a
fast.
console or PC or mobile, wherever.
Comes
they
out
choose
in
to
May. Okay.
I mean, that is
Tears
so
of the
exciting.
Kingdom.
I
Oh, so it's not
totally
that
get
Skyward Sword thing. I was
Now,
just
one of the
I
coolest
messed up.
benefits of
Okay.
having this kind
Tears
of
of the Kingdom.
connectivity
Okay.
is that Call of Duty
That's
Warzone
Warzone
Mobile
is going to be
loaded up
bots.
with the same
How will they fill the
authentic
lobbies?
Call of Duty weapons and operators.
One of the big, I'll tell you,
directly
one of the
from
big
Modern
reasons why
Warfare 2
Microsoft
and Warzone
is
2.0.
trying to
And
buy
whatever you get from the
buy out
Battle Pass,
Activision
you will see it on console or PC. It'll
and
also
all of their
be there on your
properties
mobile device too. And the other way around works as well.
is the mobile gaming aspect of it. Mobile gaming is
that. And as a matter of fact,
more money is
I
spent
saw
on
some
mobile
of the same
gaming than on
weapons
any
and
other
upgraders
platform.
being shown earlier
Period.
today in Call of Duty Warzone 2.0. Are you aiming to make it exactly
It's
the
just
same
it's
on
always
all
looked so
platforms?
bad and
You know, that's
so
a great
clunky
question.
that I've
The
never
team's incredibly excited
wanted
about
to
how
even
deeply
bother with it.
connected and authentic
And
the
God knows how much
experience is in
space
Call of Duty Warzone Mobile.
a Call of
And
Duty
we'll
game will
continue
take up
to
on your
adapt the best
phone.
content and features and innovations created
As
across
far
the
as, you know,
franchise.
your
But at the same time, we recognize that mobile
the
is
amount
a
of
very unique
memory you
platform.
have on your
Mobile has
phone.
its own flavor, advantages, and player expectations.
But again,
Sounds
like
like the
the
game
kind of
would
cool
be
thing
tied
for me,
into
like
the
kind
Call
of
of Duty
why I would like
franchise pretty nicely.
a
And will
Steam
there
Deck
be
or maybe a Switch or something like
mobile-specific
that
events or
is
content that is unique to Warzone Mobile?
when you're flying,
Yes,
especially, just
above
it's so
all
boring,
else,
just sitting
the
on a
team is
plane.
committed
Like
to
it's just so
ensuring
dull.
Warzone Mobile is a world-class mobile-first
But again, like this
experience right
is
down to
that's
the
an
core.
online thing, and
Controls are
you
a
might
huge
have
part of it.
online
It
access
just needs
depending
to
on
feel
the
natural
plane
on
you're on,
device, intuitive,
but it's not
and,
going to be
you know,
good.
unique to the platform.
So
A lot of it comes down to tuning, and this is why we're supporting synchronous
no, come on,
crossplay
Switch
between
Skyward Sword
iOS
is
and
old.
Android
You're embarrassing me.
platforms
I'm sorry,
exclusively
man.
on
I'm
mobile.
sorry.
And we're avoiding the
I don't have a
imbalance that
Switch.
comes with crossplaying between
Maybe for
mobile
Christmas.
devices and consoles or mobile to PC. This allows our teams to deliver the best possible mobile gameplay experience with a unified feel. And by doing this, we don't need to compromise the tuning for any platform. This ensures a level playing field and more fun for everyone. Now, keeping those controls balanced for all player types, it's super important. So whether you're the hardest of hardcore mobile pros, or maybe you're a
So
console
none of
first
you
player
guys
that's
here play
sneaking in
mobile,
an extra
right? I'm
match
just
during
thinking
lunch
because
break.
I know you can.
Even brand new players to the franchise,
Certain
we need
controllers
help
work
getting
with
into the flow
phones,
of
and
the
you can
game.
like
We are
do it through
committed
that, and
to
like it has a
providing
little
the most
like a
robust
holder
control
kind of a thing
options
on it
anywhere
on the
for a
controller.
pick-up and play experience that's accessible to all of our players.
But if you're just playing like literally on the touch screen, that sounds like a nightmare to me.
But how do they sign up?
Well, it's time to get your mobile devices ready, because I'm super excited to announce that starting right now, you can pre-register for your free download in the Google Play Store. Signing up means that you can be among the first to play when the game launches next year. We look forward to seeing everyone in Call of Duty Warzone Mobile.
With that being said, hey, we got Ferg on the horn, and I think he's literally the first one to pre-reg. Ferg?
Hey guys, Ferg here, and I am thrilled to be one of the first to pre-register for Call of Duty
Oh my God.
Warzone Mobile.
I signed up.
And now you can too. Scan the QR code at the bottom of the screen to be among the first to drop. Tell your friends, because the more pre-registrations we drive, the more rewards we can earn. Like special weapons, vinyls, and
I'll buy you a Switch in Breath of the Wild if you stream it all.
25 million pre-registers, we're going to unlock a super cool secret reward you're not going to want to miss. What are you waiting for? Sign up using the QR code below.
Okay, we get it. We get it. We get it. Is Ocarina of Time your favorite game, Eric? It seems to be everybody that's into Zelda. It's their favorite game.
We are back. It's Miles here, joined by Maven, Alicat, and Nameless Studio. What? Oh, guys, the adults have left us alone on the desk, and now it's our time to have some fun.
It's a
guys,
CDL broadcast.
Okay, it's been a pretty litty day so far.
Yeah.
Where do we even start? I mean, dude, mobile, bro. It's a new era of Call of Duty.
Listen, Miles, I've been addicted to Call of Duty for over a decade. And you're telling me I could be in the airport playing Warzone now? Back in Verdansk? That's lit. Also, Al Mazrah, it looks absolutely incredible.
Oh, it's insane. There's no shortage of crazy stuff coming my way. Ali,
Yeah.
I mean, lay it on me. Multiplayer for Warzone, for Modern Warfare 2, insane.
It's incredible. We actually got to load up with some of the players yesterday in a little bit of a pre-test, and loading into Gunsmith 2.0 was actually so aesthetically pleasing, and I think everybody at home, once they also get their hands on it, they're going to love it just as much as we do here.
I don't understand why people keep talking about Gunsmith like it's a big deal. It's just not.
Northern Hemisphere.
Yeah, 8 hours a day for years, it feels like. It just seems fresh, man. The map, like everything about it, triple circles, the water, the boats. I mean, I was like kind of.
That's the thing I'm most curious about for the new Warzone is the multiple circles and closing off.
You're
And
telling me I could do them in not only land but also the sea. I'm with it.
it could force more gunfights towards the end, you know, endings of
We've
games.
seen what Warzone Mobile, of course, multiplayer.
When you've only got, you know,
bit of Warzone 2.0.
you know, sometimes the lobbies get killed out pretty quick, and then you've got a big circle with 15 or maybe 20 people in it, and like you literally can't find anybody.
Presented by Xfinity Rewards.
Upgrade of time is the best ever.
Show
Yeah.
through all day today. Xfinity customers, they can start playing Modern Warfare 2 sooner with Xfinity Rewards. Visit xfinity.com/rewards to get your code for early access to the open beta. It's free and it's easy to join.
Okay, if you have Xfinity,
I mean,
there you go.
I sit down,
You
I
can
actually
get
breathe
early
down
access
so
without
much.
pre-ordering.
First and foremost, guys, before we get into this one, there's so many streamers here. We need to give a big shout out to Intel, who's powering.
Okay, so we're gonna actually get into some gameplay now from the people that are there.
Clint, there are 2 PCs on every desk.
So this is really what I'm looking forward to seeing. I actually just want to see how it plays. I mean, obviously I'll find out tomorrow with the beta, and again I'll be playing with you guys on PlayStation tomorrow. How long the streams go, how long, you know, all that kind of stuff, how much we play. It's entirely up to you guys and whoever shows up, because I'm not streaming it by myself. Again, I'm a okay player. I'm not, you know, nobody's gonna pay to watch me stream multiplayer. I'm just not good enough. So it's purely a hangout with you guys and all that kind of stuff. So it's totally up to you guys, whoever shows up. If nobody shows up, see ya. I'll be offline playing.
What can we expect?
It's gonna get loud. It's going
So it's up to you
get
guys.
incredibly loud. Yesterday it was loud, and
I mean, it's
believe
alright,
not
like,
even
overrated as
everybody
fuck.
had shown up
The
yet. So now that we have
Gunsmith
a
thing, I just-
full building of all of these creators.
It
all
seems
of
like
these
every year they
PCs,
try to make a
I'm
big deal out of
expecting people to get up
Gunsmith,
start
and it's
screaming, Miles. It's going to be insane.
I've literally never used it. You go in and you edit and create a class.
Oh, yeah, no, 100%. Like Bobby Pop, if he's on a subtrainer.
But I mean, I don't know. Are you super into putting your own personal paint jobs on guns? Like, if so, then I guess it's cool. But
a testament to how pumped up everyone gets.
it's just such a nothing as far as I'm concerned. As far as like the game, I'm not gonna buy the game because it's a cool gunsmith.
This is gonna be. This is gonna be a real treat. It really is.
I mean, and you've been around a long time.
But they seem to make a big deal out of it every year, and I honestly don't understand it. Like the way they've done the attachment unlocks, like I was talking about for, you know, weapon classes rather than a specific weapon.
How do you describe
I love that.
I mean, it's just
So you're not starting from scratch every time you want to use a new weapon.
Getting ready to grind. And, you know, I was talking to them earlier.
Like I'm the kind of person, like you know, you have 10 different classes. Every single class for me is a different gun. Like I don't do like this M4 and then that M4 for this situation and then that M4 for that one and then my MP5 for this situation and MP5 for that one and MP5. I don't do that. Like they're all different guns.
Because they want that banger clip. Like everybody wants, like you know, like you're trying
So to be able to put, you know, if I unlock front grip and quick draw, whatever, on the base weapon, and then like I unlock the next weapon, you know, down the line in assault rifles, and be able to just put a couple attachments on it right away. That would be great.
He's already down and out.
So here's some gameplay.
I believe this is Hardpoint and Mercado, Nameless.
Yeah, you know, I didn't get to play this map yesterday, but one thing I just want to point out with this game is it's
And
a
his
lot
sense
more
is
vibrant than
ridiculous.
some of the games that we've had in the past. There's so many more colors, and that's something that I always enjoy, especially with Call of Duty, is when it's more vibrant and you can see more on the map.
I think sometimes you go dev to dev, and yeah, it's like you have like your more realism, like your grays and brows. Some will have a little bit more color, but like this map in particular.
I do like having the extra color.
Yeah.
It just looks.
Oh, Eric's got a crush on Allie.
It really does. And I not that I had any concerns about the visual side of it because they knock it out of the park every year, but it's just aesthetically pleasing. It is.
Yeah, I definitely like a brighter game, at least for multiplayer.
Watch him stream this live. Every single member
And
of
Vanguard
the,
was
of
just
the crazy. I don't even have a name.
dark.
Stream pit here. COD Next. All of them live on their own channels and unreal, man.
Yeah, it's unreal. I mean, all these guys are going hard. You can see he's locked in. Talking a little bit about the game and the movement.
He got completely cambered there.
The movement felt so much different than Call of Duty's in the past. You know, it's not that slide cancel.
No slide canceling.
The dive mechanic, it plays out so much different when you're going into a gunfight. You can dive out of a window. Miles, it was a lot of fun. We were getting into the mix.
No slide canceling. That's awesome.
I'm going to tell this now on air in front of God knows how many people, but last night, Ninja wasn't in the venue. I played on his setup. He wasn't quite here yet. And I found there is an in-game, like, whisper feature. So I was sending messages to other creators.
This M4 looks really nice, by the way. It's kind of like a combo of the M4 from 2019 and the M13 that they had.
Friends of mine, you know, but
at least aesthetically. I don't know how it feels.
He has no idea. I walk up and slap him. I walked past him today and I was like, "Good morning, dude. How you been?" He's like, "Hey, man." Not a single word. Ali, not a word.
Not a word. I actually got into a game against you specifically. I was on, I believe, Nate shot streaming.
This looks like the XM4.
Today, but I was
the M16.
Disrespectful with some people on the map, and I believe that you were in my last game, and the second I killed you, you left. I remember looking at the leaderboard.
So they're playing S&D on this one.
A quitter, Miles. That was Ninja. Over to Courage now. He's having a good time.
Got wrecked.
And, you know, we're
Listen, he is, as much as he's like a fun, good-loving, like everyone takes a jack, it's just like this great-natured guy. He is one of those competitive human beings I've ever met. Like, he gets pissed, bro.
Passion. Raging passion. And look, it's me on the right-hand side. No, it's not.
You know what we haven't seen is any of the SMGs, and I really want to see some SMGs.
About the game mechanics, something else that I noticed
Hipfire? What is
I
this?
feel like I felt in other Call of Duty
What was that?
is how kind of realistic the movement with your gun is, if that makes sense. Like, there's obviously always going to be recoil.
If you have epilepsy,
gonna mess with that, but when you peek corners,
I'm sorry.
and stuff, the way your gun moves with you is very.
I don't know what the strobe effect is going on right now.
A lot of these players are going to notice and have to get used to very quickly.
And you saw a taste there of when you're spectating a player, you get that kind of like over the shoulder.
Fights capture cache located in the middle of the map. The first team to make take 5 rounds wins the match. So this is not S&D. It's called Knockout.
So cool. It's a nice new feature here in the game. And sorry, Clint, this is the new knockout mode. I don't think you might not know what this means.
I haven't seen this one yet.
I haven't played it yet. Yeah.
I really don't like that. What do you call that?
Guys play. I just wanted to kind of live react.
When you lock onto the wall.
Like, I've just been looking forward to
where you can literally see a couple of pixels of the other player.
This time. No, not going to happen. Just getting destroyed. I'm sorry.
Okay, I love that there is no slide canceling. I absolutely love that. You can slide, but it's not slide canceling constant, you know, doing all that. I love that. I'm so happy about that, to be honest with you.
There's something else.
What is this gun and why is this person just hip firing everything?
No, Jack.
And I don't understand why we're seeing like part of their character, or I don't know what's going on there.
What do you think, by the way, just about the changes to Gunsmith and now having 5 attachments and not having, you know,
somebody got a VTOL. I don't know who this is.
I think it's amazing.
Oh, is that Krim?
When we jumped into Modern Warfare in 2019, when they introduced the Gunsmith, it was a lot to take in. But now everybody's familiar with it, especially grinding Warzone, switching up those attachments, and it's just a better version of
that. Seems like a good middle ground.
It's just a better version of that, right?
What field upgrade or perk or whatever is he using right now? It looks like kind of like Dead Silence, but the graphic of it
turn an M4 into an SMG. Like that's really cool.
Does not look like that. I don't know.
Nearly a snap.
That was nearly good.
It's when you're spectating a player. You're spectating over shoulder, I think. Oh.
Maybe the.
If not the.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why I said it that way.
Yeah, no, like the all-time great. Yeah.
He's the greatest. But there we go. Swag now getting involved as well. And
that's weird. I think it's the gun. I think it was the gun. I think it was a hip-fire only gun.
The M4 platform right now. That's his primary weapon.
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. Like, you can switch it up. Like, you can make it into a sniper, I think is what I heard as well, right? So it's going to be crazy. Even with the AK, turning 74U, just make some crazy different loadouts. You know some of these guys, J-God's going to have so much fun with that.
I don't know. I want to get my hands on it. I love that there's no slide canceling. I so love it. You know what they didn't mention?
Actually, I want to talk about
there was no specific mention of FOV sliders for console, by the way.
Is the rooftops? Like the new ledge.
Again, people supposedly have found it in the files. They do have doors, which I hate.
you can jump from rooftop to rooftop, and like you can jump further than you think. And I found that out very quickly. Like I would get to an edge of rooftop, and I was like, I wonder if I can make this jump. You can make the jump. You can make it across like the map.
Yeah, because it's always the same view of this person.
Ever having to touch on the ground, and I think
Or maybe not. Maybe you're right. Maybe that is a spectator thing.
Speaking of snipers,
I don't know, man.
Maj now, who's having a great time here. I mean, we've seen a lot, Clint, of the weapons so far, but surely a sniper.
Well, I heard Pamaj too. Like I stepped up. I think it's when he was first walking in. He was walking with Irrational to people, and he was like, "I'm going hard, bro."
Oh yeah.
He's like, "I'm going."
Sniping wasn't great in Modern Warfare 2019.
Hear,
I mean, every sniper took so long to aim down sight until they put the car in the game.
Not going very well for the
and then it was like super quick.
Winning this one again. Secure the grab, the money bag, hold on to that bad boy. And, oh, I forgot, friends. Here at COD Next, it's all going on. Mobile gaming right side of your screen. We've got all of it going on. Really, a celebration.
What are those little thumb sleeves?
And even courage. He may have just sworn.
Do you see the gloves?
Do we need to buy? Do we need to buy thumb sleeves?
Professionals, true professionals.
Wait,
is that the next bit of gaming gear that I need to get? Is thumb sleeves to keep my thumbs warm? So it slides nicely over the screen, I guess.
I think you should. Yeah.
Sometimes it gets a little bit slippery. I need thumb sleeves. What are they called? I'm going thumb sleeves.
You're in the right place to ask about that. There is an army of professionals.
I'm looking into that. No, that's actually an issue.
What the fuck was that?
A little bit slippery, you know?
So they're playing some hardpoint here, and you know, obviously, us coming from the esports side of things, we love hardpoint. Miles, we were talking about this morning, when there's a hardpoint and there's some elevation above it, you can dive into it, turn around, land on your belly, and absolutely fry. So, you know,
I'm actually getting a little bit excited now
speed demons out there
for the game. Finally, this is the stuff I wanted to see. Like all the intro, we're putting the cinematics, explaining this, explaining that. It's like it always comes off as kind of stiff and kind of not genuine, really, because you're not getting the actual gameplay. You're getting cinematics.
Come on, Butters.
This is what I wanted to see, and this is actually starting to get me a little bit excited for the game. We'll see when, obviously, when I actually get the, you know, on it.
That's the way the game is.
That's what Joe was kind of saying, right? Like they've seen it so much in playtesting, and Nate goes into a window, like everyone.
But I'm kind of liking the way it's playing right now, and I love that there's no slide canceling. I know I keep mentioning that, but I'm gonna keep mentioning it because I'm so glad there's no slide canceling anymore.
Testing things out, trying to find the sneakiest.
The gun sounds nice. Yeah, it does sound pretty good. Nothing.
No slide.
Well, that works out. Yeah, look at her face. She's just like going around, testing out the movement. Someone just runs right in front of her. That works out. Give me a freebie.
Nothing crazy. What is that
You know what I'm noticing on this
sight
map,
on that
actually,
gun?
like a lot
Was that a sniper?
Not as many
As a
doors,
secondary?
I think, in general is the overall vibe. I mean, most of the maps we've
Got
seen
overkill
so far,
on?
quite small, very fast-paced. Again,
Okay,
just
that is
talking
a
about
sniper.
Got a very distinct feel. So it's like the battle map is very large, way more intense.
Trying to
action,
no
of
scope.
course,
I don't think that's gonna
location stuff.
happen through a building.
6v6 is a totally different flavor. I mean, that obviously.
You can't hit the shot if you don't take it, though, right?
More than maybe it should most.
Oh, I mean, we love it, right? Like we're here to see people go.
So this is just straight Dom. Looks like.
Okay.
Another thing, we're seeing a lot of elevation on some of these maps too.
What slide canceling? You don't have to worry about it anymore. It's gone.
I believe. I could be completely wrong there, but
Slide canceling is all the movement you see in Warzone. When,
Did you guys use the sniper yesterday?
Yeah, right.
you can constantly keep your tack sprint going, so you're moving at full speed the whole time. But you have to. My controllers are over there. For me, I play tactical, right? So you're forward on your left thumbstick, and for me, sliding would be my right thumbstick. So you're running forward, you slide, press it again to cancel the slide, and jump basically immediately after that. And then you pop up and you're still going at tack sprint, and you can keep doing that. But it's only you only get like 2 to 3 steps with it. So you've got to constantly you're constantly forward, clicking, slide, cancel, slide, jump, slide, cancel, slide, jump, slide, cancel, slide, jump, and that's that constant fast movement. And you just burn through your controllers because you're mashing the hell out, especially your sticks. If you're a tactical player like I am, you're killing your controller doing that. Like for pros, I mean, they must go through like 12 controllers a year doing that. Especially if you buy a scuff, because those things are garbage. Where you can cancel the slide and get a little speed boost. Yeah, pretty much. It's annoying. Yes, it is very annoying, and I'm really glad it's gone. It was in Vanguard as well. It wasn't in Cold War, right? I don't think so. Not the same way, at least.
It's just nice having like a reward.
But yeah, Modern Warfare 2019 is when it kind of when it started, and then Vanguard. Vanguard, I think, is on the exact same engine as Modern Warfare 2019.
Kills, get points, the game progresses slowly, so no matter how you're playing, you're going to get your perks eventually. But obviously, higher scoring games, you're going to get more. It's just really interesting again. And the perks are.
And I really didn't like it at all. I mean, it was kind of fun, like when you first learned it when the game was new, and you could basically abuse the hell out of people that didn't know what was going on yet. But like everything with Call of Duty, there's as soon as somebody finds something out, there's going to be a million videos on it. Everybody's watching it and checking it out, and now everybody knows about it. And now, especially, you know, it didn't used to necessarily be the case, because as popular as videos and stuff are on YouTube of, you know, content creators doing whatever, not myself obviously, but you know, big ones.
And your free time, Quinn.
Yes.
Okay.
See, this is like that mode again. Do they have? Are they using a noob tube or something? I don't know why that it's doing that.
Not too long ago. This is simply spectating.
You know, as much as we know about this stuff, because we're obviously you're here, you guys are here, and I make videos about it. We know about these things. We hear about them. We learn about them. The vast majority of people don't know about this stuff, or don't. You know, they're not watching the videos. They're just playing, hopping on with friends occasionally.
It's kind of like
or by themselves or whatever.
Like a paintball all the walls and the corners that there are. So this is probably.
But now with the skill-based matchmaking, you're not going to run into those people, because if you're paying attention as much as, you know, like enough to watch a live stream about it or videos about it, you're probably an okay player, at least. You know, like me, I'm an okay player. You know, I have my games where I go 30 and 5, and then I have my games where I go 15 and 17. I mean, you know, stuff like that. So, but it depends on, you know, with skill-based matchmaking now, like, you're not going to run into the shitty players unless you're a shitty player. But then to you, they're not shitty players. You know what I mean? I'm just glad it's out of the game. I'm just so glad it's out of the game.
It's such a different look. Like when we're spectating players and having gunfights.
That would be hard to do not on tactical. Button layout. Well, it depends on how you play, because a lot of people play claw, so they're weirdos, but you kind of wrap their hand around it, so they're pressing the.
I gotta say, the bunny hop.
You know, the
bunny hop is clean. We know
the triangle, X, you know, square, circle buttons with this finger kind of curled over the top of their controller like that, and they shoot on the top with their bumpers, with their middle finger, and like tacticals, they might use their ring finger for it, something like that. But you can just kind of whap it with that finger. So it's actually, I mean, to me, it would be completely unnatural, and I would never learn to play claw at this point. But with buttons, all you're really doing, I mean, with advanced controllers like the Xbox Elite controller or something like that, all you would do is just to slide is just hit this one twice, slide to cancel it, and then to jump, slide to cancel it, and then to jump. So if you're on tactical, it's actually harder. I've just gotten so used to playing tactical now, like switching up is just, it's like when I go from my Xbox to the PlayStation now, I'm gonna hit the back of the controller, trying to jump, do whatever with the A button, or on the Xbox, I mean, on the PlayStation would be the X button or whatever, to try to jump, because that's where my paddle is for jumping on the Xbox controller, but I just don't. It's not there anymore for the PlayStation, so it's hard. It's very, very, very hard for me to just now, instead of just doing that, is to pull my thumb down and hit jump, and then when you're tactical sprinting, like trying to do slide canceling. When you play tactical on a regular controller, you're going forward and then you're pushing into slide, pushing into cancel the slide, and then down with your thumb to hit the jump button, and then back to slide. That's kind of impossible. So for me, like when I hop on Modern Warfare yesterday just to play a few games on the PS5 with that controller, like I can't slide cancel. I mean, I can a little bit, but not really, and it's just too much of a pain in the ass when you're playing tactical with no paddles on the back. Like it's not great. But again, your brain trains yourself to, like, this is how I play. So I was constantly trying to whack the back of the controller with the paddle that is non-existent on that controller.
That's not a lot of ways to describe it.
I love that, especially like when you click start, you go and you look at your loadout, you switch weapons. It looks good. You can see everything. It's just right in front of your face. You know exactly what's
You know
there,
what's kind of funny?
Digestible, and that's what you need. It's such a fast-paced.
PlayStation still has their, you know, contract with Call of Duty to get, you know, they get exclusive stuff, and that's why they're getting the beta first.
In terms of balance of like ARs and SMGs, of course, this is all
And
like our first peeks into
they're
it, but
all
they
playing
look
on
pretty
PC.
balanced so far. Like the SMGs have been absolutely disgusting.
Whether you're a
up close,
controller
whether
or
they
a
are
keyboard and
dispersed
mouse
or not.
player,
At long range, the
all these
SMGs
people that
haven't
you're
been
seeing
ripping
here
as
are
well.
all
The
playing
recoil
on
is
PC.
insane at that sort of range. So I feel like it looks like the gun balance as well, regardless of your attachments and what configuration you end up coming with, is fairly much there.
I love that because I mean it just feels like
Because I wanted to see what, you know, because we've been talking about the FOV, and again, supposedly it's been found in the files and all that kind of stuff, that it will be on consoles. They didn't say anything about it unless I missed it during this broadcast.
There seems to be a little more separation between.
So I thought we might see a little bit of, you know, on here, but they're all playing PC, so of course they have FOV slider.
Shotgun. And I'm sure he can make it, but broken, we'll find out what that really means.
So, again, I'll see tomorrow.
He wants a sawn-off that kills people across map, that makes them move real fast. I mean, hey, who knows? Gunsmith is crazy. 2.0 even crazier.
Well, I mean,
we'll see if he can do it.
It's supposed to come out, by the way, at 10 a.m. Pacific time tomorrow, which is 1 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. I think in the UK. You can figure out where that is for where you live.
We've only scratched the surface.
I would not be surprised. Like Chapo was talking about, like, he thought they might release the beta like right after this broadcast, which I really don't think they're going to do, but it's still possible, but I just don't think it will happen. But they might release it earlier than 10 earlier than 10 a.m. They might drop it like an hour or two early, so that I would not be surprised. So if you are a PlayStation player that has pre-ordered and you've already downloaded the beta, again, if you don't know how to do that, video on my channel showed you exactly where and how to do it, which is because it's not intuitive at all. Nice nade.
He's kind of going for some sort of supermodel type thing, or maybe like being a.
If you're, you know, super excited, then be ready. You can and definitely check either Twitter or just hop onto your PlayStation in the morning and see if it's ready. Oh, they beat him by 1.
Oh, he's on his feet. He's on his feet.
The Gouch.
Oh man, we will be playing all day, friends, all day.
You know what, the iron sights here kind of clean.
Well, I think this is great too.
Yeah, I like these iron sights.
I mean, people like.
For this gun, at least. I don't know what this is.
Crowder, for those who don't know, you know, they work on the CDL side. You know, they're really in the midst of stuff during the season. They don't get to come to stuff like this that often and see all these content creators. I imagine they're in heaven. I've seen some of the tweets, just having a blast, meeting a lot of different people.
So as far as streaks goes, we haven't seen a whole lot. Obviously, cruise missiles there, counter UAV, a classic VTOL.
Yeah, I haven't really seen any streaks. I mean, I saw the guy got somebody got a VTOL, but I haven't actually seen it in the map.
You are live at COD Next. But yeah, there's a ton of cool stuff, and I mean, we're seeing Wilson's in there as well.
That's what I was gonna say. I love that.
We're gonna have a lot of fun. Chopper Gunner's back. I mean, it's called. I think it's called.
The Wilson is back. You remember in 2019, there was on certain maps you could use. There was like the Wilson and then the actual tank version of the Wilson. And if you didn't have Wilson on your streaks, you had the tank thing. If you were on a particular map, you couldn't use it because it was too big, so it gave you the Wilson thing. It was like. It's just kind of weird.
They can wheel me in the chair, but it's hard to get down the stairs. Here we go, another cruise.
Cool hat.
How we doing?
And what a shot.
All right, that was a missile.
He killed me.
Oh.
See you later, Nick.
So this is the air support where you're saying.
Yeah, this is it's kind of like a lightning strike. Yeah.
Nice.
What is that thing?
The Fennec. Or it's a custom one.
Wait a minute.
Longer range, maybe?
That was a nice shot.
Yeah, that's the Fennec iron sight.
That boy.
This guy's cheating.
All right, Breadman's already found a winner.
He's got aimbot on.
Oh my god!
It does recoil, but it like doesn't.
And rapid fire, yeah, that doesn't. It looks like it recoils, but it's not actually recoiling.
But it doesn't seem like there's a lot. He's just putting them down.
Yeah, cameraman, get in there real close. Show me the hands. Show me the hands. Oh! Gun him.
So we played this map yesterday.
Not wall bangable?
Yeah.
Museum, yeah.
Which is good. I hope less things are wall bangable, by the way.
There we go.
Yeah, give me the hands.
You hear how that sounds? So sad.
That sounds scary though. Yeah. You hear that?
Oh, you know what? One thing I would like to
he is one of the better
see.
seen, though, like a lot of the tournament stuff.
I don't even know who this guy. Breadman. No, I've heard of him before. I actually just haven't seen him. I haven't watched him, I should say.
To see him finding some wins in the long-range battles.
I gotta see his recoil control.
One of the things I hated about Modern Warfare 2019 is you start off with so little ammo.
Honestly,
Like you'd start with 30 in your clip, and then you had 60 in reserve, so you had 3 clips, and then you burnt through your ammo. Like if you went on a 5 streak, you were out of ammo.
We've got some decent lines of sight. Snipers are going to have a lot of fun here.
So I hope they change that, or like maybe scavenger, like at least for ammo, not for equipment and tacticals and all that stuff. It's just automatic, but I would doubt that's the case.
I'd be that guy on the team too. I'd be.
But like this has 30 and plus 150. But I don't know if
really great. We had a lot of fun. There's a lot of cool, you know,
the player that got killed with that had on scavenger or whatever.
He's literally annihilating the lobby. Yeah, let's stick with him. He's on.
Yeah, watch. Well, okay, after this, but watch his shot. Like the gun, you can hear it. He's definitely got rapid fire on. He's shooting so fast, but the gun is bouncing up and down on the screen. But where the bullets are going doesn't move at all. Like, look at that.
It's all good.
Oh, dude, I basically just pulled a symphony, dude, when he was casting the pregame lobby.
Kid's gonna drop a nuke.
I thought he earned another one.
Let's see if there is a nuke, right? An actual nuke.
I was fired up for my guy.
So he put a. So it's M4. His just sounds crazy. I think it's the dubbing of the audio.
It might be his stream, but either way,
it's his stream.
That boy is ripping metal. So, again, it's kind of cool to see there on the bottom side of the screen for a moment there how the perk system works. He's already at his 2nd tier of perks, which I think was Spotter. 19 kills. Let's go, Breadman.
Come on, get the nuke. I want to see a nuke.
Here in this hard point.
Yeah, it's not that crazy. I thought he wrapped streaks now, is it? He is annihilating everyone.
20.
He's farming.
Yeah,
What do you think about the maps? Like, what do you think about what you're seeing?
Wait, do you guys see the movement though that I was talking about? Like how when you're moving, like your whole body,
Mounting,
like,
that's what it's called.
different
I don't know
than
why
other
I
Call of Duty games. It's
couldn't
very
think
hard
of
to put
what
into
it was
words,
called.
but once you get your hands on this game, like you can tell everything moves with you. Like usually the gun's fairly stationary, but like everything is moving with you at all times.
There is the bunny hop.
Yeah, like you can see.
So no slide canceling, but there is still the double jump, the bunny hop after you jump.
Yeah, like everything's going.
So it's a little bit different.
So if somebody cameras you with it, they come running out across your screen basically, and they're trying to aim at you. They jump, they land, and then immediately jump again, and it's like
So it's different.
Yeah,
throwing those shoulders.
You got to be a little
you're
careful.
basically launching yourself across the screen, and there's no way you can track that. I mean, it's very, very, very difficult to do.
Doubt that, but you got to look how smooth the animations can be, and it's been so much fun so far. Oh, is this what it looks like to be on the other side of the Breadman?
Yeah, that's what I was actually wondering.
Wait. We're going to get up there and kick his ass.
Oh.
I think that was Breadman.
That was Breadman.
Yep, I believe
that was Breadman.
He's got 25 kills.
He's got
25 streak. He's gonna drop a nuke.
Go back in there.
I mean, this is.
Just stay on him. I want to see the nuke. Just stay on that dude. I mean, he's not going anywhere near the hard point. Talk about not playing the objective. Kill whore.
I just think about. Imagine loading in like.
But he's gonna have a video now. First nuke ever on Modern Warfare 2.
No, he just looked dialed in. I don't think he said a word. Hit it!
Get wrecked.
ADS.
Okay, by the way, yeah, I was just gonna say the ADS on that sniper looked real slow, like it did in Modern Warfare 2019.
We turned into a fully auto sub yesterday.
Yeah,
Wait, what?
But yeah, so of course, Gunsmith is.
It's not awful. This one, at least, is not awful, but it's definitely not fast.
I'm hanging on ledge.
It's not like Cold War.
Spider-Man song earlier. Hey man, not too. If
Hang on
Spider-Man
one sec.
carried a Glock, yeah, maybe. It is crazy to see like how much damage you can do with that thing, and just I mean, it's something that we have to learn now as Call of Duty players. I have to now look at funny ledges and see where players are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was also
unfortunately
trying out some build upgrades yesterday for the short amount of time that I did have. I tried the camera one. It was so interesting. Just like throw it down, go hide in the corner. You can see when they're pushing at you.
I just want to know if the Breadman is still on his streak. I want to see a nuke.
Great. And again, another thing. Oh!
Well, he just died.
Isaac, he nearly got both of them there. And of course, Isaac, one of our streamers coming in from Europe, made the long trip across.
Yeah,
I'm assuming he didn't get the nuke.
I've casted over him in a bunch.
He was on a 25 streak.
He's made some deep runs. Guy's a monster.
And it told us that he was on a 25 streak in the kill cam of the player that he killed.
Another shot gonna hit.
So that's kind of weird to see that, like,
Sounds of these guns, I'm like,
if I killed you and I'm on a streak, it tells you, hey, this guy's on a 12 streak. You might want to go hunt him down. Like, I don't really like that, to be honest with you. I like how colorful everything is. I really like that as well.
What's that field upgrade?
I mean, it's just bright. Like, you can actually see, right?
That might, yeah.
Vanguard, so many times, like, you get killed and you're like, where the hell did I just get killed by? I didn't see anybody. I literally didn't see anybody.
Dude, look where that bullet hit. Just hit like right on the panel of the window. So the first shot didn't hit. Second one, that'll go through.
Just because it was so dark and brown and everything, and like people are in bushes and stuff. Oh, execution! He got killed.
It was Breadman.
Oh my God.
Nick Merckx was trying to assassinate Isaac. All right, get us out of there. Over the crowd.
Here's the Fennec. You run so quick.
These are like all the same weapons, by the way, from 2019.
How different this POV seems versus like the sniper POV.
Yeah.
Right? Like you're moving.
You're going.
That.
Oh.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, Sean J.
Was that a shotty?
Sean fries him. Again, this is that sort of idea of like the different, maybe not play styles, but kind of like player attributes. What you're going for.
Time to kill looks very fast still, like
you know?
2019.
Soon, but the way he's
Why are people saying that Modern Warfare copy and paste?
He's in the mix.
Because it looks like it probably is. Also, something that came out yesterday, I was talking about at the beginning of the stream, Electro, that when somebody was downloading the beta yesterday on the PlayStation, the screen that popped up was downloading Modern Warfare 2019. So a lot of people were thinking that basically what we're getting here from Modern Warfare 2 is really not technically a new game, but it's really kind of DLC for Modern Warfare 2019. But we can see that they have changed things.
Yeah, he's in the perfect area to use this weapon. It's like going out, getting peeks, close range combat.
I mean, what it really could just be, it's literally a sequel. Yeah, but again, we've covered that before as well. Like, again, Black Ops 2 is not like Black Ops 1. That's a sequel. Black Ops 3 is definitely not like Black Ops 2. That's a sequel. Black Ops 4, not like Black Ops 3. It's a sequel, but they're very different games. So that whole argument, to me, and think about, you know, the original Modern Warfare, from COD 4 to Modern Warfare 2 to Modern Warfare 3. They were different. So the people that say that kind of thing, I'm not in line with at all. As far as that goes, it's a sequel, so it's exactly the same, of course. Doesn't make any sense to me. Then just give us straight DLC. Why are we buying a new game if it's not a new game? I mean, it doesn't mean you throw everything away from that older game.
Almost every single one of them said, "I'm really struggling not to slide."
But if it's if it's the exact same, why would you just not go back and play 2019? Why would you spend twice the money to play?
It's not the same.
I can say that just
I mean, that wouldn't make any sense to me.
It's gonna take like
then again, you don't have to like throw everything out and start from scratch. That's silly. And if there's things about the game that, you know, people like, you want to keep that. Like, yeah, I was saying earlier as well, like, don't just change shit just to change shit. Like, change things because you can make it better, or you think you can make it better at least. Or because, you know, like, hey, people didn't like this, let's get that out of the game. And again, they've gotten rid of the slide canceling in Modern Warfare 2022. And I'm so happy about that. But by the way, look at his ammo. So he just spawned in 30 and 60, so you only get 3 clips still. I don't like that at all, man. Are Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 similar? Yes, they are similar, but they're different. And Modern Warfare 2 is way different than Modern Warfare, the original.
I want that immediately.
I'm thinking like, you know, I've got this idea of like, you know,
so similar, yes, but if it's a literal copy and paste, again, you could reasonably say, well, why am I going to spend? And now games are $70. Like, you can only buy the cross-gen version now. There is no $60 version.
How deep it is. It's amazing.
Hopefully they change the ammo thing. They probably won't. I mean, I hope so too, but they probably won't because they didn't change it at all for Modern Warfare 2019. And if they're starting this game with that, they know that people didn't like it.
speeds, man. Like I got a couple collats with this gun.
So I guess they decided that that's just what they're doing. But I mean, get ready to put on Scavenger on pretty much all your classes.
We thought Brad was popping off. Destroy's up there frying. He's got double the score of everybody in the lobby. All right. Look at it.
But you know, again, if you are literally copying and pasting, like that should be DLC. That's not a new game. There's no reason to spend. You know, in my mind, why would you spend another $70 or $100 for the the upgraded version, the top tier level? You know, you get the extra little whatevers that you get with it.
So much
for the same game.
Modern Warfare 2. We're almost actually ready to keep the show running.
What do you think? Like,
Jess, you're down there with Zuma. Tell us how Tommy's doing.
Well, let's see. Hang on a
Miles,
second.
that's right, I am right here with Zuma, Tommy Properado himself. So, I mean, you have now had your first taste of Modern Warfare 2 here at COD Next. What did you think?
Oh, it's incredible. The game feels super smooth. The gunplay is awesome. I like the time to kill, and the maps are dope. A lot of close quarter gunfights, and you know, I've been having a blast, man. The chat's loving it as well. They're loving it.
So there's so much to talk about, you know, new modes, new maps, changes to the Gunsmith, but what really stands out to you? Like, what are you excited about?
The Gunsmith.
I'm really excited just to get the competition going. I mean, I'm excited for the CDO, and I heard them talking about ranked play, so, you know, I'm really excited for that. And Warzone 2 looked incredible as well. I was talking to Repulse. We're going to be the Warzone duo this year, so I'll be bouncing around between the both, but I'm just excited for something new, you know, a new game, and it's been a lot of fun to play, and there's so many amazing creators here. And just thank you to everybody, and thank you to Call of Duty for the opportunity to be here. It's awesome.
And then, you know, real quick,
I would love it if somebody just got on here and be like, you know what, I don't like it at all. I think it kind of
Man,
sucks.
a lot of shows, man, a lot of flanks, a lot of streams.
Talk about never getting invited back. You never want to be a part of any kind of broadcast. Everything you do will be. Let me throw a copyright claim on that one for you.
I believe I'm handing it off to my dear friend live.
That's kind of what they did with Overwatch 2, but if you have Overwatch 1, you're getting Overwatch 2 for free. Oh, okay. It's like a big DLC.
Incredible arena. I have a lot of wonderful folks on this desk, but it is now.
Is Lottie back now for the CDL? She left.
Each Jack Link supply drop includes
Or I don't know, like, or they moved her. I don't know. But she's been doing Halo this year.
Delicious Jack Link's limited edition products and brand new epic in-game items that I promise.
Oh, they did. What's his name? He quit.
On how to enter.
So maybe she's back in that spot. I don't know. Overwatch 2 is not really a new game. Yeah. I mean, look, there's people that, you know, again, Modern Warfare 2019 was one of the best-selling CODs ever. And it might have been the best. I don't really know. So plenty of people absolutely loved it, and they had to buy a new version, basically, of that just to get all these new maps. And I'm sure there'll be at least a couple of new weapons. We've seen a lot of the same weapons that we saw in the past, though like the M4, it definitely looks a little bit different, and it seems to behave a little bit different, more like the M13 did in 2019.
But it is my absolute honor and pleasure to be on the desk, of course, alongside Maven.
And I'm sure, again, there's plenty of people that would be willing to spend, you know, $70 to get basically DLC from 2019. But there's a lot of people that wouldn't be so happy to do that.
First, we have the two guys that are going to answer a question.
Well, first off, by the way, you guys killed it in the opening of the show. You know, it started real smooth. I'm sure nerves were going a little bit, but it was
I wish
awesome to
somebody
see,
would dress Clint, because his shirts are just terrible. Always.
There's been a lot of significant changes. You guys are always looking to how to kind of tweak the wheel a little bit. Can we chat through kind of the perk change and where your head was at with regards to that? Because it's a big change. It's interesting.
Yeah, you know, perks haven't really been touched for a long time in the series. And I guess by nature they're passive. And so most of the time we found people just, you know, find the 3 that they like, and that's it. They kind of forget about the...
I said that earlier. That's me.
Yeah.
Like, I find a few I like, and like that's my class.
That's literally me.
We just wanted to come up with a system that was a little bit more engaging, and so we grouped them into 3 different categories. You get 2 to start with, and then you pick a 3rd, and then you pick a 4th, and they're rewarded as you play. You really like how they proc at the end, yeah.
I mean, an announcer comes up, tells you what perk you got, and it kind of re-engages you with what's available, right? And they're earned through time and score, so eventually you'll get them, and you're not gonna. It doesn't reset on death. It allowed us to kind of like create a couple more powerful perks and put them at the end.
Oh.
You're not going to have them the whole match. And there's some interesting depth there where you can say, okay, UAVs are really powerful early match. Like there's different things you can do where you're kind of like, if you're one of those players who really wants to noodle, you're like, okay, I know these aren't in play yet.
Well, I like.
I don't know.
guess
The
this is
strobe
very
effect thing
different,
that's
but
happening is
I'm also
really.
like RPG guy, so I like the process of like.
I really hate that.
unlocking things and earning things. It's
This
just
is like that
at the core
VIP
of who
thing.
I am. So I dig that.
It's
just like
prisoner rescue.
the progression over the course of one single map, I think is very cool.
Yeah, it just feels good. It feels good. It feels good to be reminded what you have.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Oh, and I guess we didn't touch on actually is the packages, right? From like, we're talking a lot about the theory crafting of what
Yeah,
you
yeah,
set up,
yeah.
but
Yeah,
we
put
actually
packs.
have these defined packages. So early on, you just say, you know, I want this playstyle. I just grab this.
This
package
looks
and
like
go.
the
And
M13.
then later on, when you're like, okay, I like that, but I want to noodle a little bit. You can hop in and create your own packages.
You know, that kind of, it really, people can see that through the default loadouts. And we've packaged in, based on those kind of player behaviors.
Okay, so you literally got to drag this dude back to your
6 or 5
to your spawn.
default loadouts, but we have 6 with this one.
Okay.
We found 2 for
Okay.
each behavior, and so those perk packages are already in there.
I wonder if you have to get both.
And it's something different in this game. We actually allow you to attach a field upgrade within that within
No.
each loadout.
Yeah, you do
So it's
actually,
a little bit
rather.
more micromanagey, but it felt to us that
And it looks like if your body's on the ground, like it doesn't expire, like you can be revived at any time. You can be dead for a minute, it seems like, and you can still get respawned.
Those default loadouts because we put a lot of time
Or, you know,
into how
revived,
those,
rather.
Play.
Well, I'm curious in like playtesting, did you see like a I'm sure everyone has a way they view themselves as a player. Like maybe you want to start as more of like a sentinel type. Did you see like as people got more comfortable with the game, like an evolution?
That's the same
maybe a
shotgun,
faster
you know, from
pace, or what did
2019.
you notice
Again,
from playtesting
all the
this
weapons
event?
we've seen so far are from
Yeah, but I think
2019.
overall, most of our players are rushers.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Depends on the circles you run, but you know.
Oh,
there
was
are
that the
these other
carbine?
players,
Oh.
and we wanted to just make sure that we're supporting.
No, this
all
is
of
the
them.
shoddy.
And so
I remember
some
what
of
it
the
was
field
called.
upgrades can be more sentinel and trying to hold down positions. But that's why we added in the DDoS, like we said, to kind of just say, I've had enough. I want to pause all this stuff and make it go away.
Yeah.
There's that ledge
but
hang.
We also leaned into creating game modes that can facilitate this kind of siege gameplay. But
Now we talk about the rushing players, right? But we also want to talk about the pacing, the movement, what it looks like, how it feels to be in game. And when I got a chance to get on the sticks yesterday, something I noticed is it is a little bit slower paced, right? We're going to be sprinting round, not sliding round. And I think another thing I want to talk about is the dolphin dives. I've been diving down escalators, getting prone, looking at hard points, trying to figure out, can I see bomb site B or A? Like, it's pretty incredible with the movement and how it feels. What was it like making that? What were the decisions?
I wonder the
behind
actual
that
mechanics
control?
of
Because
that.
the feel of the game is huge.
Yeah, I think fluidity, and I mentioned it previously, is like really, really important, right? But we did
Like
make
how-
some small tweaks, right? Like
You can
slide
dive or
has
slide.
A little bit more of a hang up, so that people aren't just sliding around the map, so that they're actually moving through spaces, checking corners.
So, like,
and,
is it
and
two
kind of,
different
like,
s-
pacing themselves.
two completely
But
separate
the
buttons
general movement of guns
when you're
should be almost
running?
exactly the same. And Jeff and I regularly check in. We're like, okay, how are we doing? Like, let's look at last game. Let's look at this game. And we try and be consistent in that regard. But there have been these small tweaks, and the dive is one of those tweaks. The ledge hang is one of those tweaks. And those will change how people move through a space, right? You won't throw yourself over a wall. You'll peek that wall first.
Yeah, I love the ledge hangs because, just testing out yesterday, being able to kind of ledge hang and really use it as intel as well. I think when it comes to multiplayer and competitive side, that's kind of where I'm at here, is being able in S&D, just being able to know where people are, give that intel to your team, peek that back down again, making sure you're not getting your dome ripped off by a sniper.
All right.
Cause major stuff here, but and exciting that the fact that you can get your secondary weapon out and start to put a bit of damage in and help
A bit
out
of
there.
damage.
So in terms of ledge hang, where did that come from? What was the idea behind it? Why is it so special to have that in the game?
to be honest, it came out of face planting too many times, up and parachuting in, just missing that ledge, and you're like, nope, that's frustrating. Let's fix that.
Well, we've all been there. Like, whether you've been playing Warzone, like you're trying to like hop and grab it, and you just like, it's like you want to hit the button to like activate the pull-up, but then you hit your shoot and you're like falling down. It can be so frustrating.
Yeah. So I mean, really, that's where it came from. But
Yeah, it was also the high mantle too, right? Like late when we were developing Modern Warfare, and then Warzone started to come out. we had these walls and things. We ended up turning up the mantle height in Warzone.
Okay.
And it didn't feel as polished, but it allowed people to get over walls they otherwise couldn't. But like I said before, you kind of commit, and now you're like throw yourself over a wall and get shot as you make that transition. So the high mantle is definitely like get up, you can peek, or you can just double tap it and pull yourself over if you're in a hurry. It just adds that extra layer of like I can be a little bit smarter about how I move through the space.
That's a good note that you know,
the weapons all look the same, the attachments all look the same as 2019.
Scalability, and we have to kind of check ourselves that everything we put here is going to show up in Warzone.
Well, now you've got this like metaverse of like there's so much
New maps,
like I was saying earlier, right?
new,
It's
not hard, man, I'm sure.
It's like,
you know,
how
no
do you
slide
add
canceling
different things
again,
in
which
and
is
make
awesome.
sure
I
everything's
think
in check and not mess
you
up the
can
sequence.
slide
It feels like,
and you can dolphin
I guess
dive,
for me, when I
but you
do,
can't
like,
slide
what has been the
cancel.
one thing, at least for me, that really separates Call of Duty from a lot of other shooters. It's like it does feel so fluid, but like there's a limit to that too. You don't need to be an amoeba, like it's just like floating through the map. Like you want to be some realism to it, but like,
okay,
how can you add that realism?
All right, I think we're gonna call
think
it basically for the stream.
what you're able to
I don't
do
know how
with
much
just, like,
longer
interacting with the
that
map
Call
and
of
what's up to
Duty
now. I mean, it's insane how much it's changed.
is going to, you know, keep showing the gameplay. It'll be for at least.
I'm sure.
Well, I don't know. I shouldn't say it would be at least. I don't know. It might be. They might be close to done. Or they might go for another couple hours. Who knows? But as far as this stream is concerned, like we've seen what I think what we're going to see, what we wanted to see, what we came for. We didn't get much info on DMZ, which is a big bummer for me. I was really curious about that, and we basically got very, 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 very little info on it. It will be coming out with Warzone. It's part of Warzone, by the way, so it won't be in your menus for Modern Warfare 2. It'll be in the menu for Warzone 2 whenever, you know, when that comes out. I don't know when we'll be able to download it. Those are the kinds of videos I always make, though, letting you know when you can download that kind of stuff. But that's November 16th is Warzone 2 and DMZ. Again, DMZ is part of Warzone 2. It seems to be player versus player and player versus the game itself, the environment, PvE. So you got PvP and PvE. And you can exfil apparently at pretty much any time. Like there's different objectives that you can accomplish while you're in there, but you can also just apparently decide like, I'm good, I want to get out of here. So I guess the challenge is to make it out without getting killed. But he was also saying like you can just go explore the map and find like hidden things that are in the map. So there will be some kind of Easter egg hunting going on. It's not that they will be like Easter eggs like we're used to as zombies players. Not those kinds of Easter eggs, but just like I don't think. But it can be kind of like, you know, on Warzone where they do new events and there's like, you know, you got to find 3 different key cards and go and lock down this area, or you need to find the code for the safe or for the, you know, keypad or whatever, that kind of stuff. There could be a fair amount of those kinds of things going on. So it's, I mean, it's not like, you know, so hey, we're fine with no zombies this year, but it could be something for typical zombies players to do that they might enjoy outside of, as well as the Warzone regular Warzone play and regular multiplayer play. So I don't know. I mean, I'm curious. I definitely want to check it out. I will check it out when it becomes available. I'll be honest with you, I'll probably play DMZ before I play Warzone. Like my first match will be on DMZ, not Warzone. So I'm looking forward to that and looking forward to seeing what there is. It could be a whole lot of nothing as well, as far as this, you know, exploring the map and finding things, you know, the hidden whatever's on the map. Again, that could be C4. You can throw C4 pretty damn far in this game. You can't just chuck it out there, though. It seems like you have to load it up and activate it and then throw it. But he might have just been holding his trigger down and not just quick throwing it, so I'm not sure about that. There's a VTOL in the sky. So again, you know, it could be a whole lot of nothing, the whole DMZ thing, or it could be, it could end up being like something legit for, you know, Easter egg hunters to really get involved in and go check out and try to do. So I'm hoping, obviously, it's more of that side of things rather than just, you know, well, you can go pick up this key card and it opens this door or this vault and you can get extra money or something like that for that particular match. So anyway, that's it. I think I'm going to leave the stream there. Again, we are streaming. The beta goes live tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. I think in the UK. That's for early, the people that have pre-ordered digitally on their PlayStation. If you order from a third party, you should be getting an email very soon from them. Just keep checking your email, keep refreshing it. Check your spam folder. Definitely check your spam folder because that stuff can end up in your spam folder a lot of the time. So check your spam folder if you're like, it should be here, it should be here. Just keep checking that stuff. I will be playing the beta on stream tomorrow morning. Again, as soon as it goes live with subscribers. So if you want to be a part of that and you want to play on stream with me and other subscribers, just be subscribed, show up to the stream. You might want to turn on notifications for now at least, just so you know when we do go live and when it's available, you know, for you guys to join in and do all that kind of stuff. I'll explain exactly, you know, what you need to do in-game to be a part of the lobby, but we play, normally what we do is play 2 maps, and then I turn over the lobby and invite new people in, or have them message me basically, and then I invite them from that. And the stream will go for as long as, you know, there are you guys basically coming and hanging out and wanting to play. If I show up and there's one person that wants to play and that's it, we'll play a little bit and then I'm going to call it a stream. So it's entirely up to you guys. Again, it's not like I'm an amazing player that you guys would just want to see play multiplayer all day. I'm not that good, just period. I'm just not that good. So it's really for us just to hang out, have fun, and experience the new game and see if we like it, you know, how much we like it. We'll talk about, you know, whatever's going on in game, what we think could be better, what we think that they did great, what could they change, all that kind of stuff. Have a great time. You can go as hard as you like. Try to go 100-0. That's great. Good for you. We don't criticize any other players that are in our lobby. Doesn't happen. If you do that, you won't be playing on stream with us. So it's just to hang out, have fun, have a good time. That's it. So you're not like, hey man, you know, you're not getting any kills. You're only 3 and 10. Like, doesn't matter. It's to have fun. I've done it for the last few years, and it's always gone very well. So I'm hoping it will continue that streak tomorrow. But from the poll I put out on my community page, it seems like a lot, at least the people that watch my channel are way more invested in the Xbox side of things rather than PlayStation. So I'm not sure how it'll go for PlayStation. And if I remember, I think it was for Cold War. I think I only streamed it for the 5 days. I think we only did like 2 streams because there weren't a ton of PlayStation people. Now, if you are a PlayStation person, that should actually get you excited because less competition to actually get in lobbies, and you should be able to absolutely get in and play more. Did they just switch to mobile? They just switched to Warzone Mobile here is what we're looking at. So that's good reason, good incentive, I think, to actually hop on, you know, and try to join the stream. See, it always just looks so clunky to me. Mobile. Anyway, I'm not a mobile player. I don't care about mobile stuff. Anyways, guys, that's it. I hope you have a great day. If any real news breaks throughout the day, as far as the, you know, anything goes with Modern Warfare 2 or Warzone, I wouldn't expect really anything major coming out today for Warzone, but something might come out for Modern Warfare 2, like, hey, we actually opened the beta up 12 hours early, or whatever. I mean, I'm not saying that will happen. I have no idea if it will or not. I'm guessing it won't, but maybe an hour or 2 early for tomorrow. But other than that, I'm not expecting anything else. But I will keep you guys informed through my Twitter, link down below, on the community page, community tab of my YouTube page. And if it's actual big news, I will make a video on it and put it out. So that's where the most people are going to see it. So that's where I will let you guys know that stuff. Other than that, you guys have a great day. I hope to see you tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Pacific time for the beta. And we'll actually get our hands on this stuff, what we've been watching. I got to admit, I wasn't super excited coming in today until I saw them actually playing, and now I'm a little bit excited. It looks pretty good to me. So I'm really looking forward to it now. So hopefully you guys are too, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. All right? Have a great day, guys. Bye.
And with just the entire Call of Duty community.
I'm so excited. I'm just ready to get into action. And obviously things are